The pizza's here.
Wow.
Should we keep doing beauty products?
Whatever you want.
All right, let's do it. What triggered you again? What were we talking about?
You're being too good for me to talk about on this podcast.
The pizza's here, everybody. Woo! The pizza's here. We had a full meltdown while you were gone.
Expect another text from your sister. I'm not coming back to the house. I'm not. Like.
Moses said, what happened?
All right, guys, I've been meaning to do this. I recently found out that Ryan Beard, somebody who's been like an unsung hero of this channel or whatever, who's put out like a lot of decent content that we've taken a look at. Def Noodles, obviously the Destiny video is really good. Ryan Beard actually made 2 videos documenting Trisha Paytas, specifically the stuff that's like relevant that we'd actually want to discuss. Now it goes over some of the older stuff, which I'm fine to like have on here because we really haven't gone over Trisha very much. Trisha Paytas is an actual Nazi by Ryan Beard, and then there's also a follow-up that we can delve into at some point. TikTok is defending Trisha Paytas. It was the newer one that he put out on his Ryan Beard something channel. But yeah, so this is why people said that Trisha Paytas was like a Zionist. When you take your boyfriend's Israeli identity and all of the comments are free Palestine, and you're just trying to figure out where Palestine is and why it needs to be freed.
So offended by that. I don't know why.
It's such a good video.
Anyways, we're for Israel, not Palestine.
No, why are you saying that?
Oh. What do you mean we're not for Israel?
We're for people.
Okay, we're for all people, but
For
Israel all the
people.
way.
So, like, again, I don't know why they... Like, if Ethan Klein said half of this shit, right? If he said half of this shit, they would be, like, on him like fucking flies on shit. What is this one? She also posted countless things in support of Israel, and again, this is all about her being a Zionist, but in reality, she's also extremely racist. That's what the quote says here. It's hard to say anything right now. This is the closest thing to how I'm feeling. It's absolutely reasonable and logical to be opposed to the Israeli government's treatment of Palestinians while simultaneously calling for the protection of Jews in Israel and around the world. Hamas is a terrorist organization that is attacking civilians by land, air, and sea. The images of kidnapping Israelis are shocking and devastating. Given thousands of years of prosecuting Jews, please know that your Jewish friends, even if they're not in Israel, are hurting right now, and they're fearful when things are going to happen to non-Jews or silenced. I understand that many of us are afraid to voice an opinion because the crisis there is so nuanced and it's hard to understand. We're actually saying that the wrong thing. We're afraid of saying the wrong thing, but we can and must always use our voice to denounce terrorism and the senseless murder of. I don't know what it says. Yeah. If you never could understand how the Holocaust happened, you're watching right now. Again, these are all, like, she does not get any shit for this. Her snark has been deleted, right? And it's, like, the same exact, like, it's not even really as bad. That last one wasn't actually as bad. And it's obvious she's kind of just a moron who's just saying whatever, whatever comes to her mind. Trisha wearing an IDF t-shirt. Okay. Like, she's trying to grift off of this, too. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous. Like, she's doing... This is like a IDF shirt at a Halloween party. She's going as slutty IDF.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5, my man.
Eat lots of seeds and the seeds will be in you.
Wasn't this a fetish? I think it is.
Nicholas!
Personally, I don't think she has any
I
stakes in this.
appreciate
It's a total fetish, but whatever.
We need to make more juice, and I got mine from Israel.
I got mine from Israel. Great. She's talking about Moses. Who parted her Red Sea.
With a bomb specialist over there, he's from the Middle East. He used to detect bombs in his sleep when he was in the military. He'd be in Lebanon, he'd be like, bomb, 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 and he'd deactivate him.
Whoa.
That's
Now
what he did. But don't, because he's an actual Middle
Okay, this is even crazier. Okay, just bragging about the fucking bombs in the eye. Okay.
Easterner.
All
My
right.
fiance is. He's ready. He's locked and loaded. Don't do it.
Again, it's like everything that has ever been said to Ethan, but on crack. You know what I mean? Or everything Ethan's ever said, but like actually what they're claiming he said. She was studying hard to convert. I remember that too. Yeah, so we're going to check out this video right now by Ryan Beard, and I'm pretty excited. There are flashing light warnings here, so be excited.
Trisha Paytas is one of the most openly anti-Semitic creators.
Damn, coming in hard, Mr. Beard. We gonna back that up? Yo! Let's fucking go, dude! When's the last time we got one of those on stream? Thank you so much.
On YouTube. The things Trisha has said about Jewish people are the types of things that would get most people banned for spreading alt-right propaganda, but
so we're gonna find out what she said before she started being a Jew fetishist.
because she's Trisha, she was allowed to spread her anti-Semitic rhetoric on one of the most popular podcasts on the internet, Frenemies, last year. Over the years, she has consistently spread actual Nazi rhetoric. Even openly racist people like Steven Crowder haven't spread the type of horrible shit.
This is like really leading here that we're gonna see something apparently spectacular. I haven't seen this video. I've heard about it though. I've heard it's pretty good. I've actually put this on the docket to watch once before and we didn't get to it. So, I mean, these are some pretty hard fucking lines in the very beginning of this video. 40 seconds of like laying down the, I mean, obviously he's got 44 minutes to figure it out, but
About Jewish people that Trisha has.
Hitler can't be all bad if he had this big following.
But some
see, like everything she says for clout and attention is always like a couple degrees of separation worse than like every clip we watch, right? Like that clip right there is the Anissa Jomha clip if she was funny and just doing this like literally for attention to farm hate clout.
how she's been able to convince many people that it's not that.
Like if like I think the Anissa clip is actually worse. It's not worse in subject, but like Anissa said it and you could tell she really thought that like the Holocaust led to like advancements in medicine because she's extremely stupid. When I hear Trisha Paytas say something like that, I'm like, oh, this person's just an attention-seeking piece of shit.
that serious by constantly playing dumb.
You just found out about the
I
Holocaust?
had no idea.
I really love movies and books about the Holocaust.
Contradicting herself.
Like, what's the stereotype about Jews? Like, my cheap Jew boyfriend with a big nose. I don't say that.
Jewish people are cheap.
I like the stereotypes of, like, their noses.
And victimizing
And again, like this was like the worst thing ever when it happened. Nowadays, it's probably like fair game.
herself whenever she gets called out.
When you make those statements of being an
This is all you need to get a snark taken down. You got to be a crying woman.
anti-Semite, it's really damaging.
Apparently, being criticized for her racist actions is incredibly damaging to Trisha, and we all need to stop talking about her.
Please stop talking about me.
This is so base. Please stop talking to me, crying woman ulting. And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to make a 44 fucking minute video showing everything you've ever said, bitch.
Trisha claims that if anyone ever asked her to
Ryan Beard Giga Chad maxing right now.
stop talking about them,
I gotta be honest with you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I think Ryan Beard's haircut here is better. Like modern Ryan Beard haircut is not it. This is actually a decent look for him and he should go back to this.
absolutely would.
If someone
Even the crying video is bait. Yeah, it's why I don't feel bad for Trisha Paytas. People were like trying to make videos where they were talking about like diagnosing her with different fucking they were like, this is an example. I wasn't like Rewired Soul was like, this is a stereotypical example of like bipolar personality disorder or something. It's like, dude, this is a skit. She's lying. She's like a rage baiting moron on the internet. Like you can't sit here and talk about like mental health symptoms by watching a fucking skit video by a complete like rage bait degen loser online.
asked me ever, even in my worst days on YouTube, to stop talking about them, I would cease immediately.
This is complete bullshit. In Frenemies episode 10, Charlie D'Amelio, a 16-year-old, asked Trisha to stop attacking her.
I'm just gonna say it, Trisha Paytas, like this is not just, you have been completely rude to me multiple times. Just like, please stop talking about me.
And this is how Trisha responded.
You are boring. You don't dance well. Like, I'm not trying to be
Damn, Trisha, you tell that 16-year-old girl she sucks at dancing. Kick her ass, dude. Get her. Fuck her up.
a hater. I'm allowed to have an opinion. When you have 100 million followers,
Your dance sucks. Shut up.
brand deals with Duncan, all this money, good for you.
Well,
But don't expect people to not like critique your actions. That's the limelight.
So, in Trisha's mind, when a 16-year-old asks her to stop calling her out, Trisha won't because she should be able to critique Charlie's actions. But we shouldn't be able to critique Trisha, a 33-year-old's racist actions because the hate is just too much and it's just so incredibly damaging to her.
This is a based video. I don't know when the fuck I didn't realize that Ryan Beard made good content until I watched the Destiny video. And now I've just been like, my third eye has been opened.
She even tells Charlie to suck it up because everyone on the internet deals with criticism.
Here's my thing. Like, suck it up.
Well, Trisha, it's time for you to take your own advice.
That's not her real voice. I refuse to believe that women just talk like that. I refuse to believe that women just choose to have that fucking pronunciation. I'm sorry. I don't think it's real. I think you're lying. I think there's a coordinated effort by women to lie to sound like that.
When you get called out for being anti-Semitic, you need to suck it the fuck up because the people—
It's not real. Talk normal. Stop it. If a woman talks to you like that, tell her to stop it. You will talk normal. You will not hold every vowel in your fucking sentence. You will stop it.
Who are actually hurt when you're racist are the Jewish people whose people actually experience genocide, not your fragile white ass who can't handle being called out for your racist actions.
Dude, I'm sorry. This whole thing is a heist, okay? Women have convinced you that they don't choose to talk like that, okay? It's a lie. It's a farce. It is absolutely fucking not true. It is constantly reiterated. This is just how they sound. No, they're bullshitting you. They have chosen this fucking way of life, okay?
And according to your own words, you actually agree with me that I should be able to criticize you.
Never let influencers or anyone tell you to not comment, not give your opinions, your
I thought that was your thing, Trisha Paytas.
beliefs, your thoughts. Don't let anyone tell you not to call someone out if you think someone's in the wrong.
If someone asks you to stop talking about, just stop talking.
Dude, I'm sorry. I see Trisha Paytas and it powers me up, you know? Most people, if she's crying, most people would be like, oh, God, just let her go. I'm starting to feel bad, bro. This sends me, this literally fucking makes me power up, dude. It's like fucking Goku, all right? When he's doing like a key charge. That's me, dude, when I see Trisha Paytas crying.
But don't let anyone ever silence you. You're allowed to have your opinions. And when people put themselves online, they have to accept other people's criticism, critiques, and opinions.
I think by now most people on the internet are aware that Trisha is an abusive, manipulative, racist, pathological liar, but I think a lot of people aren't aware just how deeply anti-Semitic Trisha actually is.
Show me the money.
I'm not someone who likes to be hyperbolic, but I cannot stress enough that the things Trisha has said about Jewish people are the exact same things that Nazis say on alt-right message boards like Stormfront. I think a lot of—
I don't even know what Stormfront is. Is that the character from The Boys? I'm kidding.
people are only aware of some of the more subtly anti-Semitic things Trisha has said, like calling her lunch her Jew lunch.
Now, Trisha,
This is my Jew lunch. I'm assuming it's kosher, right? Is that it? We've got the Jew lunch.
you know you can't. You says rating my Jew lunch.
Nicholas
tell
the
you-
goat.
Thank
for the
you.
$5, my man.
You with 100% certainty, you cannot say that. It's offensive.
In this video, I'm mostly not going to be focusing on how Trisha fetishizes Jewish people.
There is so many examples. We're just gonna skip those ones.
Nicholas
We're gonna skip the fetish
video.
ones.
I will now label Trisha's way of speaking the Kardashian slang.
Thank you. Oh, what the fuck? The donation thing is covered. Where's the donation thing? Streamlabs has to be like up here. Clearly, what the fuck? There we go.
Something she has both denied doing and openly admitted to doing.
It's weird how you fetishize Jewish
It's not
people.
fetishizing. I just like to fetishize anybody Israeli now.
I'm also mostly not going to focus on her cultural appropriation of Jewish.
Eat Hanukkah dinner with me when you can't finish a conversion class, so you just pay to be Jewish. When you take your boyfriend's Israeli identity and all the comments are free Palestine and you're trying, like, she's just literally grinding TikTok as like a fucking convert.
Culture, something she calls cultural appreciation.
This is kind of like cultural appropriation, isn't it?
It's shitty, but not Nazi. I assume this is not what he's talking about. And I don't think Nazi is like the same thing as like neo-Nazi, right? Like neo-Nazis are racist, but most of the neo-Nazis, you'll find out later, get leaked that they have black girlfriends. I don't think that I don't think the Nazis were doing that with Jewish people. I think they really hated them.
appreciation.
Trisha has built her entire career around cultural appropriation.
They're the same. Okay, can you just wait for my joke to play though, and then you'll figure it out? It was a joke. It was a joke. It's probably hitting right now because there's a bit of a delay, and you're like, oh shit, now I feel like an idiot.
So criticizing her for this feels kind of redundant at this point.
It's an iconic high IQ reference to the fact that many neo-Nazis, for some reason, fetishize black women and end up dating black women. It is a very common occurrence, as I've noticed.
No, I'm going to be focusing on the things that she has said that are directly in line with the no. So Trisha has built her.
There was like a time where people were like, yeah, fuck it, we're going to do blackface today. You know, we could make content, or we can reach into the old Nutella jar and smear it on her face.
Entire
She looks like the Pokemon.
Career around cultural appropriation, so criticizing her for this feels kind of redundant at this point. No, I'm going to be focusing on the things that she has said that are directly...
That's Ganyaro style? Oppa Ganyaro style! That's actually supposed to be a Japanese woman? Oh, okay.
In line with the messaging of the Nazi Party.
Not blackface. Okay, more you know.
In my opinion, there are two options for who Trisha really is.
I don't know. What is Ganyaro? It's a Japanese subculture?
Either she is just a troll who uses...
Ganguro? It's Gura Gura? Is it Gura Gura? Is that what you're saying?
Uses anti-Semitism to stir up controversy and grow her platform, or...
Look it up. All right, be honest. Is this going to enhance the segment if I learn about Japanese fucking fashion? Is that really something that's going to enhance this segment right now? Is that what you're missing from the other content creators? Is like the deep look into Japanese? No, but it's funny. It's funny when I say things incorrectly.
She's an actual covert Nazi. Whichever one...
Okay, so if we've been hearing this a lot. That's my first criticism of Ryan Beard. We're 5 minutes into this video, and we've been calling Trisha Paytas a Nazi a lot, but the only things he's been saying are like, I'm not going to call her a Nazi for this reason, and I'm not going to call her a Nazi for that reason, all right? Let me see something now. Let me see something big.
It is.
And it better not be an interesting salute where we can sit here and debate it for 45 minutes.
Used anti-Semitism for her own personal gain. And I think she is far beyond being allowed any sort of redemption by crying on her kitchen floor and making an...
Oh, but dude, again, every time I sit here and try to criticize Ryan Beard, he just says the most base thing possible, exactly what I'm thinking verbatim.
Apology video filled with self-victimization and excuses. Trisha has said herself that it's impossible to cancel her because you can't cancel someone who only cares about making money.
I don't believe that people can be canceled. You have to go away to be canceled. But, you know, I've definitely trolled for money.
Yeah.
I definitely have said, like, whatever, Hitler's like, whatever. You know what I mean? People just won't forgive me. And that's fine. I don't expect it. I make a ton of money, so it's fine.
So in this video, I know I won't cancel Trisha Paytas, but hopefully by debunking her anti-Semitic rhetoric, I can arm you with the tools to stop letting anti-Semites like her gain this sort of platform to spread their hateful message.
I guess the hardest part of this video for me to really kind of get behind is the fact that he is describing her as like a bad faith actor for the duration of the introduction and implying that the things that she says are literally all done for attention and financial gain. But now he's going to pull us away and try to argue that, no, it's not just for financial gain. She really does hate Jewish people. And that's going to be kind of difficult for me to navigate through. Because, again, where does the line between sincerity and like attention seeking end? I'm sure it's not like a defined line, but like at what point do we move on from like an attention grabby type personality to someone who sincerely hates these people?
Messages
It's kind of contradicting. Yeah, it seems like, I feel like that's something that you have to establish right out of the gate. Otherwise, it kind of just meanders for a while.
Again, I just want to quickly preface this video by saying that Ethan Klein is in no way perfect. I definitely disagree with some of the things he said in the past about fat people, trans people, and some of the racist jokes he's made, but in my opinion, Trisha Paytas is on a whole different level. Ethan has never physically abused his partner or...
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're getting into the Moses allegations, and no, not those Moses allegations. There are multiple... Was this about Moses? I think so.
Or spread actual Nazi propaganda or lied over and over and over again.
Why even make this video? Because Trisha Paytas sucks and more people need to know about it. It's the exact reason I'm reacting to it. I want more people to know about how much she sucks.
So to any Trisha fans who say, well, Ethan is just as bad as Trisha, you're a fucking idiot. Now, it is time to prove how Trisha Paytas legitimately hates Jewish people.
Okay, all right. I like this. Some fucking, it sounds like some mouthy Buddha type music. All right. Dude, this is the music they were playing in the club that Drew Pavlou was at for 6 hours. He didn't understand why everyone was so nice to him.
First, I think it would be good to establish how we can't believe anything that Trisha says. In Frenemies episode 4, Trisha claims that she just learned how bad the Holocaust was, and that she had no idea that millions of Jews were killed by being tricked into the showers.
You just found out about the Holocaust?
I had no idea.
I like how the way he describes that is if they like, it's like if Disney did it, which actually Disney kind of did do it, where it's like an old Disney cartoon and they just like trick people into the room and then it plays like the sound of like a trombone or like a trumpet.
But they like tricked them into going into showers and like killed millions of them that way.
This is a complete lie. Back in 2011, in a video titled 20 Things You Didn't Know About Me, Trisha says that she loves movies and books about...
It does sound goofy. Yeah, like she describes it in such a weird, goofy way.
...about the Holocaust.
I really love movies and books about the Holocaust.
In this video, she recommends the movie The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Isn't that the one... I don't know why I'm saying this out loud. Isn't that the one movie that was filmed at an active concentration camp? Like the one the one piece of media that was filmed and directed at a concentration camp.
It's crazy. It's like that Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I mean, stuff like that is just like, it takes me to other worlds.
Spoiler alert.
Active? Yeah, I think active. Was it not?
The final scene in the movie...
I learned that from the Mouthy Buddha video. I think that's literally one of the things I learned, or someone covering the Mouthy Buddha video. Because what Mouthy Buddha did in his like propaganda piece is he took footage, like 2 pieces of footage, one of like Hitler hugging a girl, and then like a piece of like a documentary or something that they were filming there, and he used that as like the background footage of him explaining Holocaust revisionism. And it's like the 2 pieces of media that could possibly portray Hitler positively or give the vibe that it's like a positive clip. And it was like the most insane thing I've ever seen before.
Movie The Boy in the Striped Pajamas shows...
They were not actively killing Jews on set. Isn't it not an active concentration camp? Like there was an active concentration camp where the Jews were being kept at. And that's where they filmed that, is how I understood it.
Jewish people being tricked into the showers. Yet somehow,
The Nazis aren't there anymore? Okay, when was The Boy in the Striped Pajamas? I thought that was the one. I Hate You? It was a real camp, yes? I'm talking about like it was being filmed at one, so I'm wrong. It's not that. The book and the movie are terribly inaccurate. I don't know when the fuck this movie came out. I thought it was filmed during fucking World War II. Is it not? 2008? Okay, then I'm completely wrong. Thank you.
Years later...
I am not trolling. I legitimately don't know. Then what did they film at they filmed something at a concentration camp. There was like a movie filmed at a concentration camp that was active.
Trisha is claiming that she never knew about how they were tricked.
I've never seen The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. How is it not crazy here that I don't know? They played soccer. Is that what it was? Was it soccer? There was like a soccer footage. I thought that's what we were talking about.
Showers.
I had no idea.
In another video Trisha uploaded called My Thoughts on Hitler with...
Concentration camps weren't really a known fact. I feel like I have to pull up the Mouthy Buddha video to explain this. I need to pull up like actual fucking Hitler propaganda to explain why it's bad, so I can explain what I'm thinking. I need to debunk Mouthy Buddha in the middle of the segment just so we can actually engage with this.
Which we will dive more into later. She says Hitler killed a bunch of Jews. That's a fact.
So Hitler killed a bunch of Jews. That's a fact.
So, years ago, she knew that Jews were tricked into the shower, and she knew that Hitler killed a bunch of Jews, so what motivation could she possibly have to directly lie?
I just think she's lying. So that's what he's establishing, that she's like a bad faith actor. We get it. We can move forward a little bit.
Herself plausible deniability whenever she gets called out on the hateful things that she says. If you ever call her out for saying something racist, or tell her how fucked up it is to pretend like you don't know how bad Hitler was, she'll just respond by saying, "Oh, I had no idea." And most people believe her because Trisha has cultivated this image of herself that
Thank you for the $5, my man.
she's much more stupid than she actually is. You may be surprised to find out.
Yeah, Trisha has thrived off of acting, like playing the part of the stupid bimbo for like the better part of like 2 decades. Is 2 decades too long? Maybe that's too long. That's her idea. Is like she's like she's like living in perpetual adult high school where she pretends to be dumber for like, but in this case for financial gain.
Out that Trisha is actually a geneticist and a computer programmer.
I was a genetics major and a physical anthropology minor in college. I mean, I write computer programs. I feel like I'm so talented.
But when Trisha moved to LA, she realized that she could find success by pretending to be an extremely stereotypical blonde bimbo. By playing into misogynistic stereotypes about how dumb blonde women are, she was able to...
Okay, he's literally saying exactly what I just said. Yeah, that is an accurate representation of Trisha Paytas. She is much more intelligent, but she wants you to like think she's a bimbo so she can literally get away with everything.
To troll her way...
And she's literally drawn in dumb people to like be her backbone. It's like, yeah, she like literally brought in dumb people to Yas Queen her dumb bullshit.
To success. She's pretended like she doesn't know that dogs have brains.
I tweeted, "Do dogs have brains?" because I like seriously wanted to know.
Pretended she thinks that gravity was invented.
What do you mean that we don't need gravity?
What if it was never invented?
And pretended like she doesn't know what climate change is.
Do you believe that climate change is the most urgent time bomb that we need?
I think the reason why Ethan likes LOLcow a lot is because Trisha Paytas would be like a great character on LOLcow. You know what I mean? She's a better actor than Boogie, and she does fake shit all the time. You know what I mean?
To face immediately, and both.
It probably gives some of the same frenemies type vibes because they're just kind of similar. Like Trisha Paytas, legitimately, if she was less successful, would be one of the LOLcows that Keem farms on his show.
I have no idea what that is.
The only thing that's separating her from them is that for some reason she's successful.
The idea that a geneticist wouldn't know that dogs have brains or understand basic scientific concepts like gravity or climate change is completely ludicrous. And in case you still have doubts, in 2013 she made a video called "Global Warming is a Hoax."
Global warming is a hoax.
So, in 2020, claiming that she doesn't know what climate change is,
I have no idea what that is,
was another blatant lie. In my opinion, her constantly...
And I feel like at some point, like you could argue the troll thing for so long, at some point this gets a little bit more significant, no? At some point you have to get like held responsible for some of these talking points. Like people are allowed to judge you negatively for them. I feel like that's like fair. Maybe I'm fucking crazy on this one, but at some point it's like, oh, I was just fucking around. I was just being a troll. At some point you have to like hold these people responsible in some capacity.
Playing dumb highlights the insidious truth that whenever she pushes an anti-Semitic stereotype, she knows exactly what she's doing. Trisha,
like, instead of doing edgy jokes and making like comedy out of it, she herself is the joke. It's ha ha ha, self-deprecating, ha ha ha, racism, self-deprecating, ha 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 ha, fucking anti-Semitism, also self-deprecating.
Openly admitted on a podcast with Shane Dawson that most of the things she says on YouTube are lies.
Like, my personal life is not my real personal life on YouTube. Like, I make up a personal life on YouTube. I have a fake life on YouTube, and then I have, like, a real life.
But while Trisha was on Frenemies, she was trying to push this narrative that while in the past she used to lie, now she doesn't lie anymore.
I just am
Yeah, it probably was better for the show that way.
Asking because I know people are going to be like, she admits she's a pathological liar and you can't trust anything she says.
Like when I was younger, but I'm not now. I don't lie. I make a really conscious effort to
I believe everything you say. I don't think you're a liar.
And
well, I believe that one statement from Trisha Paytas is serious, so we can hold her accountable for everything she says.
in the past, she used to make trolling videos and be problematic, but now she doesn't troll anymore and she's trying to not be problematic.
I've said offensive things way in my past that'll haunt me forever. You know what I mean? Like, I know I do stuff that's problematic, but that was when I was in my 20s. You know, I'm 32 and I'm trying to like do better.
But this is complete and utter bullshit because she constantly lied while she was on Frenemies.
Let's
go. Found out about the
I
Holocaust?
had no idea.
And some of the most harmful things Trisha has ever said about Jewish people were said on Frenemies.
And you know why it's done that way, right? Like, you know, it's not a coincidence. The reason why she's making those statements and talking about that type of thing is specifically because she's on a podcast with a Jewish guy. So that's like the thing. Like, I mean, we did this with Dan Saltman, right? We made a ton of Jewish jokes at his expense when he was here.
Now that we've established that Trisha is a liar, let's chronicle all of the hateful things that she has said about Jewish people. Let's start with her just straight up.
What is this? Boogie 2988.
But if you did fake being... Now that said, fuck Mudahar and everything he gets, he deserves, unless it's false information. But if you did fake being an engineer, exaggerate your shit, fuck you. You're friends with Nux? Fuck you. You lied about cancer? Fuck you. You deserve everything you're getting.
I hate Boogie so much, and he's right.
Insulting them. Trisha has called Jewish men assholes.
They're like assholes.
Has said Jews are traditionally unattractive.
Jews are traditionally unattractive.
Has called Jews cheap.
Jewish people are cheap.
And has called Ethan money hungry with absolutely no evidence.
Well, I feel like now he would say differently because he's in all these lawsuits.
I know you're all about the money, and not just because you're Jewish.
Trisha often tries to mask her hateful statements by using a technique called love bombing. This is a technique often used by abusive narcissists where they overcompensate by repeatedly saying how much they love someone to deflect from their abusive behavior towards that person.
No, I love Jews. I love Jews. I swear I love Jews. No.
Trisha uses this technique of love bombing whenever she talks about Jewish people.
The stereotypes you make about Jews feed into anti-Semitism.
She's so good at love bombing, she married a Jew.
I love for them. I love the stereotypes of Jewish people. This is why I love Jewish men. They have like a sensitive side to them at the end of the day.
No, I know.
At the end of the day, like these monsters, all right? But at the end of the day, they have like a really sensitive side that's like rarely seen.
Jewish men so much. Like that's all I go for.
She has repeated over and over and over again how much she loves Jewish people and how they're so hot.
It's like they're so hot.
Well, Trisha, do you think they're hot or do you think they're unattractive?
Jews are traditionally unattractive.
Because you can't think both. This is how love bombing works. As long as someone keeps showering love and affection onto their partner, they think it will distract from the times that they insult and degrade them. Imagine if your partner called you a cheap, unattractive asshole.
Cheap, unattractive asshole.
And then when you call them out...
You know, it also hits differently knowing that she literally, well, you know, hit differently, right? You know? You get it?
Out for how much them saying this hurt you, they responded by saying, "Oh, but baby, I love you so much. I would never hurt you." This is exactly what Trisha does with Jewish people. Trisha also has...
Anissa does the same thing to Ian. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like really fucking weird. So it's like weirdly controlling behavior.
It's a strange obsession with only wanting to date racially
although we don't
pure Jewish people.
Oh, only the Ashkenazis for her.
I want.
You want
Oh, I knew that was coming, dude. I immediately knew it.
Jewish purity.
I need, yeah.
She has said that American Jews aren't real Jews.
It's the American Jews that get angry, which aren't real Jews.
And
she's got to get one specifically from Israel, so she knows.
She said that her ex...
How does this not get brought up right now? Like, it's insane.
Boyfriend tricked her because he wasn't a full Jew because only his mother was Jewish.
First of all, he tricked me. I thought he was a full Jew, and then he's like, actually, my mom's only Jewish. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, that's full Jew.
Okay, but his dad's like Catholic.
As Ethan explains, as long as someone's
Nicholas
mother
DeOrio,
is Jewish,
thank you for the
they are
$5,
considered
my man.
a full Jew by Jewish people. But Trisha needs both of his parents to be Jewish because she only wants the most genetically pure Jewish person, I guess.
Yep, that's the only way, dude. We need the we need the ethno state.
As a geneticist herself, Trisha should know that this way of thinking is extremely racist.
Well, isn't she just doing like I guess it's like the eugenics type thing, right?
And is eugenics.
Okay, yeah.
And seeking racial purity is the type of thing a certain someone is known for. Even if you're not...
Well, like, that's the intended... This is my pushback for the video. It's like, yeah, that's the point. She wants you to sit here and say stuff like this because it will ultimately, like, draw more attention to the show. You know? Like, it's not like Boogie faked cancer to make Lolcow succeed. He faked cancer, and then Lolcow was succeeding, right? Trisha Paytas was kind of just doing this to try to drum up attention for frenemies and for herself and for her brand and to keep making money. Because ultimately, Trisha Paytas by herself is not very interesting. Or maybe she is now, but she certainly wasn't before. That's why she had to do this stuff to get, like, successful.
Not seeking white racial purity like Hitler, seeking Jewish racial purity is just as fucked up and racist. And even if this is just Trisha trolling, spreading eugenics is never okay. For some reason, Trisha thinks it's okay to degrade and insult America.
That's a crazy commitment. Why? If it paid for your house and for your car and for your future children, like, is it really that crazy to commit for it? Yeah, if it's free and you're just like a psychopath online for like an extended period of time and you're not making any money, people will judge you for it. And they do judge her for it. But ultimately, if it's paid all of her bills, it's like if it's moved her up multiple tax brackets, if she doesn't have to work a day in the rest of her life, I feel like it's not really that much that's not really much to give up, you know?
American Jews,
oh no, Nicholas DeOrio is not going to like you.
As long as she compliments her boyfriend Moses for being a real Jew from the homeland, Israel.
Seriously, American Jewish men have like really little penises and they're cheap. I do feel that way because I always dated Jewish men, but American Jewish. So now when I met you, I was like, ooh, we got a real one from the homeland. We know you like...
However, Trisha has also insulted Israel.
This is why we're not all equal.
Okay, why don't you just go to... Okay,
we're not judgmental here. There's a reason people leave Israel. They don't stay there.
So Trisha thinks that American Jews aren't...
Don't most Israeli people stay in Israel? Isn't that just not even accurate? I mean, that's like where they go and usually stay.
Real Jews, and that they're cheap and have small dicks, but she also thinks that...
I like to think that there's like a one-way tunnel between Israel and Brooklyn. like you just gotta travel through like the, they got like one of those, the bullet trains that goes between Israel and New York City.
America is superior to Israel, and that everyone wants to leave Israel. Guess what, Trisha? If you simultaneously insult both American Jews and Israeli Jews, you just might be an actual anti-Semite. And let me repeat that one more time. She said that America is superior to Israel. That is just one step removed from saying white people are superior to Jewish people.
Okay, but to be clear, I think that's like an average Hassan Piker 2025 position. So I don't know if we've... Unironically, I think that that's something they would argue now, like in current day. And everyone would be like, yes, queen! Criticize them! Yes!
If you don't want people to think that you're a white supremacist, you probably shouldn't say that your country is superior to Israel. Because you know who else thought that their country was superior to Israel? In my opinion, Trisha probably doesn't actually care whether Jews are American or Israeli or if they're genetically pure enough. She's just looking for excuses to insult Jewish people. On the podcast, Trisha also used claiming that she was planning to convert to Judaism as another way to...
Do you guys remember when Keemstar tweeted a picture of like a fucking insane epic picture of the Star of David? And he's like, I'm thinking of becoming a Jew. Or something like that. Was like that was a tweet on the timeline. So like every time he ever got into like a controversy, they would just like all the fucking right-wing people would send that tweet to him. Like all the fucking not even right, all the fucking alt-right people would just spam him with that tweet.
To deflect from criticism.
Does anybody have that? Please link that to me.
Against her.
She's not Jewish.
I'm converting.
Not that I care, but she's not.
Okay, well, I'm on my way to convert. My boyfriend's an Israeli Jew.
At one point, her and Moses broke up briefly, and when this happened, she said that she was done with Judaism.
I'm over it, so.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm never gonna see another Jew again after this, dude. It's insane. That is crazy.
Why? What happened? Why are you over it?
I think because I'm just taking a little break from my Jewish boyfriend, so.
So you leave the man, you leave the religion?
I think so.
If you're willing to
Wait, what
throw
were you talking about on TikTok if you can't sit there and dress like an IDF soldier anymore?
away your religious beliefs just because
It's like when Optimus got like, remember when Optimus uploaded that fucking video? He's like, I'm never talking to women again, dude.
you stop dating someone, it seems to me like you probably never actually
I'm done with the female race.
had those religious beliefs, and this was all just an act to create controversy and capitalize off of Jewish people. Trisha has recently admitted
Well, it's a good thing that with Trisha Paytas being as fertile as she is, it's a good thing she's not involved with that group anymore.
that she's given up on trying to
Trisha Paytas is the most anti-Palestinian because she birthed 3 Jewish kids.
convert to Judaism, so I think that my hypothesis is probably correct.
Converting to Judaism is kind of like denying Jesus as my savior. Like Jesus is my savior.
In my opinion, none of this was ever about her actual religious beliefs or her actual sexual preferences. She was always just looking for opportunities to dehumanize Jewish people. In the very first
that was ultimately that is the content, right? Like, she could sit here and cry about it all she wants, but the content was like, that's the joke, yeah.
episode of Frenemies, she says that she sees Moses as her Middle Eastern toy.
He's like a toy. It's like, ooh, I got a Middle Eastern, you know?
Oh my God.
This is the problem with fetishizing other races.
The funniest shit about this is like Ethan was kind of at his most annoying right before this arc. So like Trisha Paytas came in and they made a shitload of content farming the fuck out of Trisha Paytas. And it was good content. It was really funny. But then Trisha Paytas got the last laugh because she literally destroyed his entire family. Like they still don't talk. I mean, it's fucked up, right? But like Trisha Paytas came in like a fucking, like she got the last laugh by destroying the family.
It's not that you like their race.
Because I like Jewish people? You want me to hate that?
The problem is that fetishizing them dehumanizes them. When you reduce a person to...
Like, could you imagine it's like this fucking psychotic freak that we brought on to do a fun podcast with who goes crazy is now coming to Thanksgiving dinner? Could you imagine that? Imagine, bro. Imagine you like you do a whole podcast farming Bo Blacks and you get to Thanksgiving dinner and he's sitting at the table. What the fuck would you do? Like, you've just lost. It's over.
To only focusing on your sexual attraction to them.
What did she do to Ethan? Well, she got, like, the whole Moses controversy started happening, which was a huge optical disaster. And then she married Moses, which pitted, like, I'm pretty sure there's, like, a family aspect to this, too, with, like, Ethan's parents. Like, I'm pretty sure they don't speak anymore. Like, the entire family is completely fractured. Yeah.
That person, you start
That was, like, an insane thing that happened. She, like, fucked through it. She literally fucked the family. Literally fucked the family.
Seeing them as a toy instead of as a human being.
He's like a toy. It's like, ooh, I got a Middle Eastern, you know?
And when you don't see someone as a human
like, your crazy co-host is now literally coming to Thanksgiving dinner and destroying your family.
being, you're likely to start reducing them to racist stereotypes.
American Jewish men have like really little penises and they're
like you're looking across the Thanksgiving table and you're like, hi, flamenco.
They're cheap.
And when you reduce people to
Trisha was disrespectful to Ethan's mom and yeah, 100%.
racist stereotypes, you're more likely to start seeing yourself as superior to them.
This is why we're not all equal.
Okay, what
Like, imagine if Keemstar sat there and like Boogie started dating Brantley's sister. And it's like, haha, fun and games. You made a whole bunch of money off of Boogie, and now Boogie's literally your fucking brother-in-law. What the fuck would you do then? It's like, you can't escape. It's like you get in, you try to make the easy money quick by just bashing the fuck out of this person, and now they're like, literally like an extended member of your family for the rest of time.
Just go to
And thinking you're superior to other races leads you to abusing them. And on the podcast,
Yeah, like your worst coworker is now your brother-in-law. Holy fuck, dude.
Trisha openly admitted to physically assaulting Moses.
Oh, here. Okay, by the way, you know what all that stuff we were talking about? Ryan Beard has come in with the context wagon.
Ethan brought it up on the podcast that makes me look like I'm a domestic abuse, like I'm a person that hits my partner. And
Well, she really is the female Wings of Redemption, isn't she? Holy shit! I didn't even get the comparison. She's literally like, this is the Lol Cow podcast, or like 1.0, and she just had Wings' role.
And like that was out in the open, and we even said Moses like stop, cut it. We're like, don't put that in the thing. What does he do? He puts it in the fucking thing.
Wait,
it was
hold
never
on.
it was never fucking public.
Well, maybe you shouldn't hit him.
I agree, but that is something that is so fucking personal that you said, and we're like, please edit it out.
But somehow, Trisha, the queen of self-victimization, was
It's the controller.
able to make Ethan out to be the bad guy because he exposed her for being an abuser, rather than her being the bad one for being an abuser. Trisha...
That's the part, right? So we did all this Jew stuff, and we made all these Jew memes, and then all of what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? She got fucking Kamehameha'd by fucking Super Saiyan Gohan. I'm sorry. So we do all this Jew stuff, and it's like, she's just trolling, she's just trolling, she's just trolling. And then in the middle, they go live, and it's like, you just beat your boyfriend.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio.
And she's like, yeah, well, I fucking hit him, so what? Okay, you're just making this, like, deeply personal thing, and you're bringing it up on the show. No! It's like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah.
tried to downplay her abuse towards Moses.
I did not punch him.
I did not punch him. I did not.
You said that's why you broke up with me, because I punched you? I went like this.
Okay.
And he's frail.
But she hit him hard enough to leave serious bruising.
Oh my god, bro. Holy shit, look at this. Bro, that is not like a slap. What the fuck?
This should have been the end of her career, but if people like Chris...
Nope, man. Man, it was a man. Nope, not the end of a career. Nope.
Chris Brown or any proof, that's not how fame works.
Okay, never mind. Never mind, you made a good example. Not double standard.
The fact that Trisha admitted to physically assaulting Moses and basically no one cared is...
You don't get it, she's a troll when she beat her fucking boyfriend. It was a troll. It was a funny haha, okay? You guys are just slandering her, alright? She's a funny haha memer, right, guys? None of this other stuff can be taken seriously. Also, she beat her boyfriend.
Disgusting to me. Everyone was totally on board with Trisha trying to cancel David Dobrik because David was involved with his friend assaulting girls. But no one tried to cancel Trisha for her...
I mean, he married her? I mean, yeah, who cares? That's the fun part. It's like, you don't have to support their decision. You can talk about it as an isolated, specific incident. Yeah, I mean, I think that's... Look, I don't care if Quagmire's fucking sister married the guy who ended up killing her in fucking Family Guy, you know? Not that I think Trisha Paytas is going to kill anybody, but you can just acknowledge that it's bad.
Assaulting Moses. Why is that? In general, I like Ethan, but in my opinion, the second he found out that Trisha...
Oh, it's very weird that he married her? Not really. He's got his own... Dude, that's the thing. Moses has his own demons, you know? There's a whole Moses thing too.
Physically assaulted his brother-in-law. He should have ended the podcast and never spoken to her again.
Yeah. Ooh.
Next, let's focus on the anti-Semitic messages and conspiracy theories that Trisha has spread that are directly in line with the messages of the Nazi Party. Years ago, Trisha posted a video called My Thoughts on Hitler. This entire video was dedicated to her giving excuses for why she thinks Hitler wasn't that bad.
Hitler can't be all bad if he had this big following. Fact. Germany got out of depression when he came into leadership.
It does sound like the fucking... Like, this is like the over-the-top version of what Anissa legitimately believes.
Fact. The economy boomed in Germany. Fact. Germany had this sort of like... rally again, like, okay, we're gonna overcome, we're gonna
like, she put some thought into this too. She did some research.
Be one, we're gonna be united.
In my opinion, this is obviously one of the videos Trisha would consider her trolling videos, where she says the most outrageous shit possible to create controversy.
Listen, he's fair. That's what I've noticed from these videos. Yeah, obviously that's a trolling video. There is things to criticize there, and he literally calls it out. I can't really say shit. Every time I think that he's pulling up a clip that's not super relevant or really not important, he always like immediately clarifies, and I noticed that in the Destiny video too.
And get views. She plays dumb and pretends to know nothing about history, and even pretends to think that we're currently in a World War III.
Self-admittedly, I was terrible at history. I didn't really care about history at the time, that we had to learn it through school. I didn't even know World War II came after World War I.
I didn't know World War II came after World War I. And people are like, oh my god, yes, queen, yes, 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 yes.
Nothing about World War III.
However, as we previously established, one of Trisha's favorite hobbies at this time was reading literature about the Holocaust. And someone who knows nothing about history wouldn't know that...
How could Jeffrey Epstein be a bad bad guy when he seems so popular among the rich. Whoa, I'm about to make a name for myself here. Just said that. Thank you.
Hitler caused Germany's economy to grow.
This bitch can't count. Hey, Darian.
During World War II. And by the way, some of the main reasons that the economy grew under Hitler were because he forced every German citizen to work or be thrown into concentration camps, forced them to work insanely long hours, and forced 5 million people, primarily Jews, into slave labor. So obviously the argument that Hitler wasn't that bad because he helped the economy is...
Dude, does anyone have the clip? Does anybody have the clip?
Obviously the argument that Hitler wasn't that bad because he
invaded Austria. He was bad because he was killing. Sorry. Dude, where the fuck is the clip? Oh god, dude.
Me is ridiculous.
Dude, does anyone have the clip? The fuck, you know exactly which clip.
Ridiculous. Even if Trisha didn't actually mean what she was saying because she was just trolling, someone with her extensive knowledge of the Holocaust should have known that spreading this type of Nazi propaganda is
Is this it? Is this it? Oh my god, it got struck down. The clip got struck down. I'm so fucking mad. No! Does anyone have the archive? Please. Is it this one?
Change the reality of the Crimean annexation being a completely justifiable fucking act by the Russian government, okay? So that's it. That's fine. And Hitler invaded countries based on Germanic ties at first? Yeah, dude. Talk to me when he's fucking throwing Ukrainians in a fucking... What are you talking about? Talk to me when he's throwing Ukrainians at a concentration camp, okay? Hitler wasn't fucking bad because he decided to invade Austria. He was bad because he was fucking killing Jews.
I love that clip, dude. That one lives in my head rent free. That was a good sizzle reel opener for sure, dude. You guys remember that one? That was like when he was doing the Ukraine wartime coverage. That was an old one, dude.
Extremely dangerous, even if you're just trolling. And the point of her trolling videos were to convince people that she was actually serious. It's not like this was some sort of comedy act where you know that the person is clearly telling a joke. She wanted people to actually think that she was serious about spreading Nazi propaganda.
Well, that was the intention, yeah, because she wants people to get outraged and freak out about
it. Next, Trisha said on Frenemies that Jews are in the upper echelon.
Alright, so this is what I will say about Ryan Beard's video that I disagree with. I think framing all of Trisha's antics over the years as Trisha Paytas is a Nazi is a very breadtuber thing to do. There are so many bad things you can say about Trisha Paytas. There are so many better examples than this clip that we keep coming back to from 2009 of her talking about the Holocaust. That's like a singular clip in a long history of like fuck Trisha Paytas video, right? You know what I mean? That's like a sizzle reel clip in the beginning, and it's being really pushed on here. I understand that's what he's going for, but I feel like if you're making like the de facto Trisha Paytas video, this is a segment, not a 45-minute video.
Of the world.
How old? This is a year old.
It's weird how you fetishize Jewish people.
But it is interesting, yeah.
Fetishizing,
It is
wanting
totally
to be in
is.
the upper echelon of the world.
Now, she didn't just say Jews are rich, she said they're in the upper echelon. The phrase upper echelon
Isn't there a YouTuber named Upper Echelon?
The kind of thing that Nazis say. Your average person wouldn't use the phrase upper echelon unless they had been
And that's probably the bit that she had in her mind. It's like, hey, what if instead of like white nationalists, white supremacists, what if we become Jewish nationalists and Jewish? That would be crazy, Ethan. I'm gonna go. She obviously probably didn't speak this out with him verbally, but it's like, Ethan's a Jew, right? What if I go the complete opposite way, and instead of being like anti-Semitic to him as the joke of all the stuff, what if I pretend to be such a huge lover of Jewish people that even that makes him uncomfortable? And that was probably her like thought process of how to engage with this podcast. All right, I'm gonna leave you here. You can not like leave this subject, but I'm gonna leave you here from this video. We're at the 24-minute mark. I recommend you watch the rest of it. I think we got everything we needed out of this. I don't think there's really a smoking gun. We're gonna move to his second video where his hair is not as good. I think the hair was better in the first video. This is about a year later, and this is now moving on to why TikTok is defending Trisha Paytas, and it's in reference to the material we just got. So this is what we needed to kind of get and understand what this is.
Guys, guess what? Did you know that Trisha Paytas is a good person now?
Trisha is a good dude. So now Trisha Paytas has stopped doing the gimmick where it's like, She just shows up places and does shock humor, and now she's like a regular sit-down podcast host who expects none of this to ever come back up again, and her fan base is like totally cool with that for some reason.
As a podcast where she talks about drama and exposes bad people. And did you know that she has mental illness?
Because I didn't know I had mental illness. I really didn't.
She's Bo Blacks. Oh my god, it's Bo Blacks. This is what Bo Blacks wanted to do desperately.
And so it was untreated. I think people can like live with mental illness, which is what I'm living with.
Well, your mental illness, like the fixation on making a lot of money.
So don't you dare make fun of her. And don't talk about her past actions like committing domestic abuse and sexualizing children and dating.
Ooh, oh god, you ever see that clip? I put that in my, oh my god. Well, you want to go back to this clip right now? Bro, that was like the meanest shit that I ever put in like an Ethan Klein exposed video. Unironically. Is when I just like went in on Trisha Paytas and I picked like the meanest example I could. I'm like, this is your host. Keep in mind, this was uploaded such a long time ago that it wasn't as long of a reference. It was still pretty far back, but it wasn't as long of one. So I covered, I think I had to censor this because this video initially went down, so I removed a bunch of shit in it. But where is the clip of fucking Trisha Paytas in the Ethan Klein segment?
What it says blow me. That's what this challenge is gonna be. It's gonna be the blow me challenge.
No,
so.
it's not. The blowjob challenge.
Ready?
Oh, thumbnail.
Yo, what the fuck? Like, this is like a 16-year-old kid.
And like, I always thought Shane like moved, but Trevor fucking grinded. So I kind of feel like Trevor might.
I know, I hate to say it, but you know, the young blood.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, I'm like.
What is your underwear? What is
oh my
that?
god.
Like, this is like a fucking bizarre clip, especially with like Shane Dawson's history as well.
Hot. Ooh.
Trees?
Watch out, Justin Bieber.
Like, she's like reading his fucking underwear.
Me. How much can Trevor fit in his mouth?
What?
I mean.
Did you put your fist in your mouth?
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, I think you get the point. Like, just extremely bizarre shit like that for attention.
An alleged pedophile and faking mental disorders.
Did you never
and
see that
being
clip?
homophobic and racist and
yeah, it's insane.
And anti-Semitic. She's changed. And did I mention that she has mental illness? Over the past
I think it was worth getting that clip.
year or so, I've seen a concerning trend on the internet where more and more people are starting to defend Trisha Paytas and starting to admit how much they love Trisha Paytas. I think part of this is because her podcast has been gaining popularity, so some people are trying to clout chase off of Trisha Paytas. I think part of this is just because a lot of people find Trisha funny and entertaining, so they...
Yeah, she's like one of the good ones, right? Like the token. But ultimately, they'll turn on her too. Like, she has a storied history. Eventually, she'll get thrown away by these people.
Ignore her past.
And then it'll be... The next time she gets thrown away by the audience or whatever, it's going to be way worse than like when Trisha Snark existed. Oh god, no.
Actions. And I think part of it is because some people genuinely believe that she's become a better person. Recently, Chapel Roan said that the #1 person she'd like to have a
I heard someone typed Chapel Roan to me. I'm like, David Chapel Roan? Like David Chappelle? Who the fuck is Chapel Roan? And they're like, Nick, sorry, you're not fucking... You wouldn't know, Nick. I was like, oh, okay.
Conversation.
I thought it was like, then I thought there was like a bread tuber. Apparently he's like a musician.
It is Trisha Paytas.
I just like need to talk to Trisha Paytas, but I would love to talk to her.
And Rachel Ziegler also recently left a comment on a Trisha Paytas video.
Wait, what? Rachel Ziegler is just watching like Trisha Paytas on. That's insane.
Saying, love this, Trish. So right now, some of the biggest celebrities in the world are showing their support.
Yeah, it's a straight man. I didn't want to be the one to say it. I'm glad you said it.
For Trisha Paytas, for some reason. There are also people posting videos on TikTok with thousands of likes saying things like, one conversation with Trisha Paytas would fix my brain forever in a way decades of therapy could never.
I mean, probably. It's not like an anti-therapy thing either. Probably.
I feel like one conversation with Trisha Paytas would equal...
Like, if you're that fucking stupid, what can therapy even do for you, right? At that point, you're probably a lost cause. The therapist just saw that TikTok and went, look, Pim, I know this person, I know it's our job to help this person and everything, but I think they're a lost cause. Maybe we should just cut our losses and get out of here.
5 years of therapy. Trisha Paytas is my Roman Empire.
Trisha Paytas is my Roman Empire, dude. Stop.
She is proof everything will be okay. When I'm having a bad day...
Well, I was watching the new iDubbbz video, and unfortunately for you, Rome has been overtaken, okay? Rome has fallen.
I remind myself, if Trisha can go through this, so can I. Trisha is my motivation, and I love her so much. I actually love Trisha Paytas so much. Like, I talk about her on a daily basis, and she is my Lord and Savior. I love her so much. She noticed my comment one time.
She is my Lord and Savior. Some of these have to be somewhat ironic, right?
And that was the best day of my life. So for whatever reason, there are a bunch of people on the internet right now who either don't give that much of a fuck about all of the horrible things Trisha Paytas...
This is like unironic, like, I don't know, dude.
Did in the past, or they think that she has completely changed in the last couple years. And look, I think that Trisha probably has...
Like, even with like Billy, we acknowledge like there are things about Billy Mitchell that we don't like, right? We just say, fuck it, dude, the guy's really funny now. They don't even say that. Like, Trisha Paytas has never done anything ever to anybody ever at any point. She's like actually like the perfect person, okay? What you don't understand is that Trisha Paytas is like a unquestionable good.
Become a somewhat better person. I believe that everyone is capable of learning and growing.
No, Billy is great. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
Growing from their past actions, but I do find it a bit suspicious that Trisha coincidentally started growing and maturing right around the time that being a racist...
She did her Broadway show? She had a Broadway show? I'm going to Broadway soon. I got a Broadway thing that I want to go see.
Troll stopped being profitable for her. Now on her podcast, she spends a bunch of time
I'll tweet about it a month after I go.
Calling out problematic people and exposing abusers and acting like she's an arbiter of what's right and wrong. For example, she recently called out Cody Ko for allegedly...
Yeah, oh, no. Are you gonna pull the clip up? Oh my god, I can smell it. He's gonna pull the clip up that we just spent fucking 15 minutes looking for. I can smell this clip coming out of this fucking screen, dude. It's
sleeping
happening.
with a 17-year-old when he was 25, which I agree is a good thing to call him out for. But has she apologized for all the tweets that she made about how much she wants to have sex with children?
All right, this video is better already. See, this is what you needed to go for. The Trisha Paytas is a Nazi thing is like a really bread tuber type argument. You gotta like branch out of your horizons. Holy fuck, dude, you're insane. I love it.
When she was around the same age as Cody Ko? Of course not. She's called out Zach Justice for allegedly having a creepy relationship with a child when he was in his 20s, but has she apologized for dating someone who got arrested for taking naked pictures of a 3-year-old?
Oh god, Moses, the Moses allegations. Oh my god.
In a bathroom and then defending him?
Wait, is that not Moses?
Not as far as I've seen, so I'm sorry.
That's not Moses. Wait, hold on. Who is that? That's not Moses. Not Moses. I thought it was the other, because Moses has his own thing. Not Moses. Sorry. I didn't even know about this one. The incident took place on July 15th. Wow, FouseyTube Day. Between the Dodgers and San Diego. Thank God we know the teams that were playing in the baseball game. Father accompanied his 3-year-old son to the bathroom as a 16-year-old, and a man later identified as Gomez, dude. Which is obviously not Scott Gomez from the New York Rangers, to be clear.
Bathroom and then defending him? Not as far as I've seen. So I'm sorry, but I have absolutely no desire to listen to Trisha Paytas exposing people who she sees as problematic. And she's even said that she
Nicholas
won't
the
support
Goat,
Justin
thank you for the $5, my man.
Timberlake anymore.
Trigger warning, Justin Timberlake is on my shirt. I do not support Justin Timberlake
Bang.
anymore.
I guess because he got a DUI and...
Dude, DUIs are the worst, Trisha. Thank you. Thank you for being super based with your cancellations. You're awesome.
Cheated on his wife. Well, all I know is that I personally think it's better to cheat on your wife than to beat your husband, Trisha.
Oh! See, like, I'm telling you, something in the last year, this guy's shit got way better, dude. This guy's shit got, like, insanely good. I'm gonna super dog them. Super dog. Oh, yeah! Let's go, bro! There's no way. This is, like, the most insane VOD we ever had. Yo!
Maybe she has genuinely turned a new leaf and she's a better person now. Or maybe she's just doing what she's always done and is doing what is most profitable for her. And right now, the most profitable thing on the internet is exposing problematic people.
It's crazy. Dude, imagine getting canceled by Trisha Paytas.
I just find
like the fucking Spider-Man pointing picture of the two of them. Oh, God.
And it's so strange how many people on the internet have double standards when it comes to Trisha Paytas. Like, there are a ton of people who
Because there's like a Yas Queening initiative. There's a Yas Queen initiative for Trisha that people just cannot get past.
defend Trisha while simultaneously saying that they think Shane Dawson is a terrible person. When, in my opinion, Trisha is worse than Shane Dawson.
Ooh, that's hard. That's hard. Where would you put Trisha Paytas? If you had the Adam McIntyre girl, fuck it, what was it, the ukulele Adam McIntyre person, Shane Dawson, Trisha Paytas, and I don't know who's like another YouTuber from like around that time. Colleen Ballinger, yeah. Where would you rate them? Who would you rate? Who is the worst one there?
They both have a history of wearing
Trisha's worse because she got away with it. Ooh.
blackface and saying the N-word.
Oh, okay. Blackface. So there was blackface. Cool.
And joking about being attracted to children. But as far as I know, Trisha is the only one who has openly admitted to committing domestic abuse. And why are there so many people on the internet who will defend Trisha Paytas but not defend Shane Dawson? In my opinion, I think a lot of it just boils down to the fact that there are a bunch of people who find Trisha more entertaining than Shane.
Also, can I just be honest with you? I feel like canceling Trisha Paytas wouldn't yield a lot of views. I feel like everyone kind of knows she sucks and there wouldn't be a huge hate wave. Whereas the Shane Dawson one, people had defended him for a real long while. The way that things work like this is pressure. Mr. Beast had a lot of defenders for a really long time that pushed a lot of people down, and then nobody really got their point across for a number of years, and all that did was build up pressure. New Mr. Beast allegation, smashed down, ignored, pressure. New Mr. Beast allegation, charity, blah, 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 pressure, right? There's no pressure to expose Trisha Paytas. Everyone knows she sucks. And the people who are pretending that she doesn't suck, I mean, ultimately, like, I don't know, are those people going to watch my video exposing Trisha Paytas and change their mind? No, they're fucking brain dead. Right? At this point, at this stage in the game, if you're like a Trisha Paytas fan, I mean, I don't know, there's really no saving you, you know?
And I also think Trisha is incredibly good at being manipulative and is incredibly good at weaponizing therapy speak and mental illness speak to get people to ignore her past actions. And to any Trisha fans watching this video, I of course think her struggles with BPD and addiction are totally valid. Just because I don't like Trisha as a person, that does not invalidate her struggles with mental illness. I do know,
but you have to acknowledge that there's another addiction that is playing a part here, and it's obviously like addicted to clout, addicted to social media, addicted to attention. And I do think that could be like a very real thing in this setting. Maybe not the same as like fentanyl, but I think that there are some people who legitimately have this. Like their internet monetization scheme is their own personal vice. Yeah.
that in the past she faked having disassociation.
That's kind of it. I think that we need to stop treating lol cows like fucking. But actually, I'm kind of I'm worried that'll humanize them. If we treated all lol cows like addicts, and we just like would that just dismiss them as people who can't control themselves? I don't know if maybe we shouldn't view it like that. Maybe that's a bad idea.
Identity disorder, but I don't think that she's faking having borderline personality disorder. But like, I also think
they took a narcissistic personality test and she was extremely high. Yeah, Bo Blacks, when he was fishing for the BPD diagnosis, probably took a BPD test online and scored 100%. You know what I mean? If you're looking for something with a goal in mind, you will achieve it, especially on a personality test.
What's the name of the guy, Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
I think that Kanye West's bipolar disorder is valid, but I don't think his tirades against Jews are valid. In the same way, I think that Trisha's borderline personality disorder is valid, but I don't think her tirades against Jews are valid.
Jewish people are cheap.
And to give Trisha credit, I think if you asked her if her past mental health struggles
looked up his answers, I don't know, am I like a sociopath? Yeah, if I feel like I take a personality test, my brain goes like, which do I want? And I know exactly which answers get me that position. Is that not normal? I assume everyone can do that, right? You know which answers before you even start are going to yield which answer. You can literally skew the test that way. You could absolutely skew it. Yeah, if you're not doing like the therapy stuff correctly, and you're just kind of looking to fuck around, you can absolutely do that.
Justified her actions, she would say no. I think she's smart enough to know that she shouldn't directly use her mental health to justify her actions, but I do think she's.
I was worried I was just like psychopath posting. I was psychopath posting on Maine because people were asking me like, "What are you talking about, Nick?" And I was like, you guys can do that too, right?" I'm not fucking crazy. You're crazy. Fuck you.
By always.
If you're taking online tests, yeah. I've never taken a real test, so I wouldn't know.
Bringing up her past mental health struggles whenever her actions get called into question. I personally suffer from anxiety disorder. I take medication for my anxiety. I've had panic attacks so severe that I've had to be hospitalized, and I'm sure that my anxiety has influenced some of the dumb.
Bro, I don't know how the fuck you're a YouTuber. Not that you're bad. I think that your videos are pretty good. If you're a person with such high anxiety that you need to be hospitalized, what the fuck are you doing here?
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Is that harsh? I don't know why anyone who
We
gets
use addiction as a way to get people help by acknowledging why they act the way they do. Clout isn't that way, and clout chasers aren't human anyway.
True. I feel like that would be like an insane strategy. Like to just do this. When you know that you're in a position where you could literally be hospitalized because of a panic attack, it is such a high stress environment.
Stuff I've said on the internet in the past, but you will never see.
He's medicated? Okay, sure, but like, I don't know. I just feel like this is like for a person with anxiety, YouTube is a lot like putting an alcoholic behind a bar, you know? I don't know how good the medication is. I don't have an anxiety disorder. But I'll tell you one thing. The number one thing that I wouldn't be doing is social media as my financial income.
Me blaming my anxiety for my fuck-ups. And if I beat my girlfriend or said a bunch of racist shit, and then afterwards all I wanted to talk about was how much anxiety I have, I think people would rightfully make fun of me for this.
The problem is that's what every YouTube drama video is somebody making a huge mistake and then saying, "I'm sorry, I have lots of anxiety. I didn't have a clear headspace. I was acting irrationally or whatever," and then people just hit you harder for that.
And in the same way, if Trisha Paytas had a mental breakdown in 2021 because a bunch of people were criticizing her for being an anti-Semitic domestic abuser.
When you make those...
You know what's funny is, like, he's 100% right. I didn't even cover this, right? Like, this is something I didn't even watch. This is the first time I'm seeing it is today in these videos. And I would bully the shit out of this person if they were anyone else. I don't know, maybe I'm like predisposed to not pulling up Trisha Paytas on stream, right? Like if fucking Brad Taste in Music did this, I would have fucking 3 streams laughing about it.
Statements of being an anti-Semite.
Don't you ever get anxious? Everybody gets fucking anxious, but if you're able to manage it, this is like a really cool job. If you are not able to manage it, or like, I don't know, like depending on medication and stuff, maybe you'll be able to manage it that way. Like this is like a nightmare. It's an absolute fucking nightmare. Like, if you're easily startled or whatever, you should probably not make social media. Like, dude, why would you want your financial income to be like a popularity contest in adult high school? Listen, if you didn't have a good time in high school, you don't want to be on fucking YouTube. And that's not just grown man reminiscing about high school. It is literally as immature as that, engaging with this on a daily basis. But the difference isn't, oh, you're going to be a loser for the next 3 years until you go to college. The difference is you're going to lose all your money and die, or you're going to have to be like Boogie 2988, and you're going to have to because that's the people who don't keep their job, right? For people who bailed out of college to become a YouTuber for 10 years and have no plan for when they turn 30 years old and they've kind of faded into irrelevancy. Your job at that point is either like hope that you didn't do enough stuff to make yourself unemployable, and you're not just famous enough to be unemployable, but like not famous enough to survive, or you're gonna end up on Keemstar's Lolcow show. It's gonna be like where YouTubers go to die. Actually, Keemstar's show Lolcow I think is going to exist for a real long while, and I think it's going to be YouTube's equivalent of Florida for the unemployable commentary YouTubers.
It's really damaging.
I don't think that she should be shielded from being made fun of just because of her mental health struggles. Two things can simultaneously be true. One, her mental health struggles are valid, and two, I think it's fine to make fun of her for being an anti-Semitic abuser. About a week ago, Trisha went on Rainn Wilson's podcast, also known as the actor who played Dwight in The Office.
What?
In the podcast, he made a couple of slightly rude jokes towards Trisha.
Trisha Paytas was with a guy from The Office? Dude, there's so much Trisha lore, I just don't know.
Which caused her fans to spam dislikes on the podcast, leave a bunch of negative comments, and then make a bunch of TikToks defending Trisha. And one of those videos defending her got 100,000 likes, so it isn't like this is just some random fan defending her that got like 10 likes or something. Let's go through the first TikTok that I saw defending Trisha.
I'm a huge Trisha fan, and I've been for literally ever, no matter...
Are you cosplaying? What the fuck?
What
I thought I glanced out of the corner of my eye. I thought that was Trisha.
she did, I was always like on Team Trish, right?
All right, first red flag. You can be a fan of someone and also criticize their harmful actions. If you have always taken Trisha's side, even when she's done obviously terrible things, that doesn't make you a fan, that makes you a fanatic.
She was in the Eminem video, Don't Fucking Remind Me. Listen, chatter, do not remind me. We did this last time. I don't want to ever think about it again.
The new interview just came out, and everyone is so happy about this interview, and I've watched it twice, and I have an opinion. I feel like...
This would be like if fucking... I don't know, I haven't seen the clip, but is this going to be like if Ethan Klein's fans attacked Bill Burr?
The interviewer was mocking her. I'm glad that she didn't open up too much to him, because there was so many pauses and moments where he would mock her for posting.
It's Trisha Paytas. If she's not being mocked, the interviewer is not doing a good job.
It online.
So, like I said before, mockery is not an inherently bad thing. If people post harmful things online, I think it's okay to mock them.
You remember the TP incident? Oh my god. No. No, you fucking asshole. You fucking prick. I forgot. Dude, the Adam 22 porno thing completely wiped it. Do you remember when Trisha Paytas tweeted a picture of her asshole, right? And there was fucking toilet paper falling out of it? Isn't that something that happened? And then people were like screenshotting like zoom-ins of her asshole that she posted on social media and like pointing out, like encircling the toilet paper. Oh my god, I fucking hate you. I actually did forget that. That's not even a bit. This is not even a joke for the stream. I legitimately forgot that we had to see your fucking asshole on Twitter one day. That's so much worse than the other fucking thing. Jesus.
To a certain extent. The purpose of mockery on a social level is that we mock things we...
Everyone in the chat is like, I literally erased that from my memory. How fucking dare you? Well, that person, I don't know who it was. God rest their soul, because we'll never hear from them again. I didn't actually ban the person, but yeah, you needed to know it because I had to remember it.
Dislike in the hopes that by mocking them, this will discourage this behavior in the future. Now, obviously, mockery is not always a good thing, and mockery...
You're making that up? You want to be a fucking hero? You want to be a fucking hero? Google it. Google it. Report back to the stream what you find. Then you have the right to call me a liar on this one. Type it into Google search and let everybody know what you see.
Can easily turn into bullying.
You want to be a fucking hero, buddy? Be a fucking hero. Google Trisha Paytas toilet paper incident. Go for it.
If you take it too far. And even though Trisha has done a bunch of harmful shit in the past, I don't think that we should bully her necessarily. So let's see if the jokes that Rainn Wilson made about Trisha were bullying her.
I had a psychotic break in September of 2021.
What?
As opposed to the psychotic break in November of 2021 and October of 2021 and the entire year of 2020, and of course there's 2019.
Trisha's
We can't forget about 2018.
Was 1/11th before 1/11th.
Yeah, it kind of was. Yeah, open timeline. Trisha's asshole. Closed timeline.
I went online. It's deleted now. I just went on Twitter. It wasn't even YouTube. And I just was like screaming, sobbing. Like I couldn't control myself. Like I couldn't breathe, shouting at people to like leave me alone.
And let me just pause you right there. What is it about you? And I'm just really trying to understand this. Like I'm so activated. I'm so angry. I'm so triggered. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm about to just lose my shit. I'm going to have a psychotic break.
Yeah.
But I got to log in and hit live stream and put it in the
Dude, even Dwight from The Office can see through this bullshit. It's like I just happen to be sitting there filming, recording, and then I had a fucking mental breakdown. I completely blacked out. It's like DID.
iPod and press it and make sure my light's on, and now I'm gonna have the
I gotta turn the ring light on before I cry.
psychotic break.
Well, the lights weren't on.
What's the deal with that though? What is that impulse? And again, is it because you're getting that reward?
So this is the main clip that Trisha.
Someone just said, I feel sick now. I wonder what you saw. Why don't you tell the chat what you saw?
Fans are really mad about. They're mad that Rainn Wilson made fun of her for recording her psychotic break. And I agree that men making fun of women for recording themselves when going through a mental episode can definitely be.
But this is not a woman. Like, she is a woman, right? This is not like a man making fun of a woman. This is a man making fun of an influencer. There's a huge fucking difference, right? If you're casing it in gender, you're already wrong. This is an influencer. That's how they'll be described. Henceforth, moving forward, right?
Be misogynistic. And if
I'm sorry, she's a chicken nugget. You're right. Let's case it in gender again.
If you remove the context of who Trisha is as a person and all of the things that she's done in the past, I would say that this joke is slightly insensitive. But the thing is, all that Trisha says here is...
It's not even a joke. It's Dwight Schrute from The Office saying, like, why don't you just log off? It's literally the fucking Tyler, the Creator meme. Like, how did you get cyberbullied, motherfucker? Turn off the camera. Because it is for content. Because that's the punchline. The punchline is she didn't have to do that. She did that because she is a content clout demon. She is like a clout fucking... Okay, I'm not gonna go crazier than that, but you know what I mean?
That she was really triggered, but she doesn't bring up the fact that the reason she was triggered is because a bunch of people on the internet were criticizing her for being an anti-Semitic abuser.
When you make those statements of being an anti-Semite, it's really damaging.
And Trisha also has a long history of playing up her mental breakdowns to troll people and get more views. So when Trisha...
Yeah, this is the core of the argument. I'm glad he's bringing this up and letting and actually swinging back at this.
Trisha Paytas has a mental breakdown on the internet. It's kind of like The Boy Who Cried Wolf, where it's hard to know what is genuine and what is trolling. I'm not saying that's what happened here. I do believe that Trisha's mental breakdown in 2021 was genuine, but I'm sorry, I do find it a bit funny to make fun of someone for setting up a camera and recording themselves crying because a bunch of people on the internet are criticizing you for being an anti-Semite. If you're having a mental...
It's like, yeah, I mean, that's a good way to look at it. If you're honest, it's funny if you're faking it, and it's even funnier if it's real. Yeah. Ultimately, though, if we sat here and we argued that we shouldn't be able to make fun of people's mental breakdowns online, I'd be out of a job. Well, the internet part of the job.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
As you guys know, I'm an engineer in my spare time. Just kidding. Don't clip that. Don't clip that, Nick Andros. It's a fucking joke. Okay? Yeah, I mean, we always have... Guys, everyone in chat, you've been in my position. You have that engineering degree to back into.
Mental breakdown because a bunch of people on the internet are rightfully calling you a bigoted abuser, then I think that you should deal with this offline instead of getting online and crying for sympathy. Like I said, I do believe that Trisha's mental breakdown was genuine, but she's also not stupid. She knew that by crying on the internet when she's being accused of being an anti-Semite, this would cause a lot of her fans to come to her defense. And you can see that this strategy works because to this day, she still has hundreds of thousands of fans running to her defense. If you want to see Trisha's history of anti-Semitism, go check out the video I made about...
Yeah, so we already saw that one. I want to hear non-anti-Semitic things now. I want more evil Trisha lore.
No idea. I really love movies and books about the Holocaust.
Like, what's the
All right, we heard that.
stereotype about Jews? Like, my cheap Jew boyfriend with a big nose. I don't say that.
Jewish people are cheap.
I like the stereotypes of, like, their noses.
And you can say that all of this was...
All right, moving past. We already heard all the... What is this? Trisha and Rainn Wilson. His name's Rainn? Who the fuck names their kid Rainn, bro? I'm sorry. All these people are insane. All these parents are awful. I think that every person who names their kid something fucking stupid should literally be, like, subjected to the same level of bullying that their kid's gonna get in high school. I think that should be, like, a legal requirement to name your kid something other than, like, fucking Charlie or Nicholas or fucking Tommy or something like that. Like, if you can't use a fucking normal person's name, they gotta be, like, Aquaman. I feel like unironically, the high school bullying should then be, like, thrust onto you, the parent.
children and spewed hatred towards black and Jewish people.
Like, I wish that celebrities use these fake fucking names so that, like, to mask their child's identity and make that, like, be the main search factor, and they're just completely lying about what they're calling their kid, but they're actually conceited fucking morons, and they actually do this shit to their kid. It's awful.
People.
Like, legitimately, if you call your fucking kid Aquaman, I legitimately feel like that's like a... I don't want to say this about Trisha Paytas, because obviously it's going to get fucking read the wrong way, but, like, I don't know, dude. Let's say there's a hypothetical kid named Superman. I feel like that's like child abuse to call your kid fucking Superman. That's Hassan Piker's name, you know? Hypothetical kid, not referencing anyone in particular. I feel like it's like fucking... It's like a light form of child abuse.
In my own personal...
Like the lightest form of child abuse.
life, have posted things throughout the years.
Like, I think legitimately when you go to write that on the birth certificate, the doctor should legally be required to punch you in the face. Regardless of gender.
That I definitely shouldn't have. And a lot of that was out of wanting to be heard, wanting to be validated, loneliness. And Trish, I mean, she's famous for it.
Okay, so you used to say a bunch of dumb shit on the internet, and you relate to Trisha because she also used to say a bunch of dumb shit on the internet.
Well, actually, Trisha is inherently better than you because you said a bunch of dumb shit on the internet and you're poor. So, like, Trisha Paytas has been ultimately extremely successful in her bigotry, which means that you are significantly lesser to her, ma'am.
Internet. So now you're defending Trisha because defending her feels like it's defending yourself. Did I get that right? And at the end there, you acknowledge that Trisha became...
Her next child is going to be Aquaman 2. Here's the fun part. There is no next child. She got her shit tied up, dude.
Famous for saying...
Are you saying Kal-El was abused on Krypton? Alright, here's the thing. Kal-El was named Kal-El on fucking Krypton. That could be like the Nicholas of fucking Krypton. Okay? When he came here, he was Clark. Like a normal fucking person. Like a normal fucking dude. His name's Clark, alright? And he's not even real. And they had the foresight to name him something normal.
Harmful shit, so you know that Trisha made millions...
Yeah, my kid is gonna be known as Tanix, the Scarred. What is he... Naming your fucking child after like a destiny... Dude, Oryx, the Taken King.
of dollars from harming people, which would be a perfect reason to not defend her. But you're defending her anyway because you see yourself in her. Instead of defending...
Kal-El, no!
Her harmful shit by saying...
Kal-El, no!
That you also did harmful shit. Why not just acknowledge that what both of you did was bad?
I didn't like that he mocked her multiple times, saying things like along the lines of like, oh, well, so you just, you know, go ahead and whip out your camera and get your hair ready and put the lighting ready. It's like...
Dude, fucking Trisha Paytas is such a shitty actress. Unironically, they should play this theme every time she walks in. Is this the... Oh, it's the wrong one, isn't it? Where's the other Wonder Woman one? The Wonder Woman theme that everyone would play during hold on. What is like the sound effect? This? The one from the fucking Snyder movie, right? I don't remember what it was. That sucks.
That's not what she did. She looked a wreck most of the time.
No, I'm talking about the one that's like when she's standing on the top of the pillar in like the Snyder cut. Or was that the Joss Whedon? I don't remember.
Because she was a wreck on the inside. The lighting was never... Like, I'm not understanding why he thought it was this whole production.
Dude, the lighting wasn't even good. It was totally unplanned.
She doesn't even edit.
So your criticism...
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Appreciate it.
Of Rainn Wilson is that he's wrong when he says that she would put on makeup and turn on the lights every time she would have a mental breakdown, because sometimes she wouldn't put on makeup or turn on the lights when having a mental breakdown. You got him there. She would put on makeup and turn the lights on for her videos where she defended Hitler or wore blackface or said the N-word or said that she was racist or defended dating an alleged pedophile. But for some specific videos where she was crying, she wouldn't put on makeup or turn the lights on. So Rainn Wilson...
How much makeup did she have in the 100 layers of cum challenge? Can we look this up? Where is this? The 100 layers of cum challenge.
12. 44. 32.
There we go.
Debunked. The main reason she wouldn't wear makeup in the videos where she was crying
That's
was
old
because
YouTube.
she was trying to gain
DeOrio's
sympathy.
latest
That's
video.
old YouTube, bro.
Everything I learn about Trisha is against my will.
from her audience.
That's just, yeah, it wasn't really cum, chat. I imagine that makes your mileage better. It was lube.
That's why she isn't wearing makeup in her video where she's crying about everyone calling her an anti-Semite. I'm sure there's some truth to the idea that sometimes she wouldn't.
Dude, it's not a hard concept here. Trisha Paytas got in trouble for saying all the stuff that she said to get in trouble for. Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe she is freaking out about the rage bait that she chose to willingly do. This is so stupid.
Wear makeup because of genuine mental health struggles. But the problem is with Trisha, it is impossible to know what is being done because of genuine mental health struggles and what is being done to manipulate her audience.
The domestic violence was to be funny. Stop it.
I didn't really care for the interview. I loved seeing her in an interview fashion like that, but I want to see her being interviewed by someone that genuinely cares about her and that also genuinely knows her content and the lore. Because I didn't
Do
like
you
him
care about
in
the
that
lore?
interview.
Dude, I genuinely know the Trisha Paytas lore. Oh my god. This should be illegal. You shouldn't be allowed to be a fan of this person.
At all. And I'm glad that Trisha didn't open up.
Translation, I want her to be interviewed by someone who won't make fun of her for the harmful shit that she did in the past, but will instead jerk her off the entire time by
Do you know about the lore? Yeah, remember the Spencer
talking
video?
about how hard her mental health struggles were. And I know that Trisha fans are probably gonna attack me, so let me reiterate, I struggle with mental health, and I am the first person to always say that someone doing bad things does not invalidate their mental health struggles. But it
who cares about Trisha Paytas fans? They're worth less than the average viewer.
pisses me off when someone is being asked about the harmful things that they
I hear that YouTube only charges 50% of the ad revenue when a Trisha Paytas fan watches because they're so unintelligent they won't know to buy the product.
did in the past, and all they want to talk about is their mental health struggles. Because this plays into the ableist narrative that people only use their mental health struggles to deflect from having to take accountability for
They're
their
Adam McIntyre fans. There's no such thing as an Adam McIntyre fan. There's only a oh god, what's her fucking name, dude? I'm losing it. I'm losing the bet. Oh god. I always forget. There's only Colleen Ballinger mistakes. There's no such thing as an Adam McIntyre fan.
actions.
So I think my journey online has showed that, because a lot of people would say I'm used to be very problematic online, because I just was unhinged in every single way. Some of it was drugs, some of it was mental illness, some of the combination together.
I would actually love to see an honest interview where Trisha sits down and acknowledges her past of anti-Semitism and domestic abuse and sexualizing children, and how all of this played into her mental
Yeah, I don't think that will work out. If she does, she'll just be crying and sobbing the whole time.
breakdowns. But I don't want to watch an interview where Trisha clearly tries to avoid directly acknowledging any of her past actions because she knows that they make her look terrible, and then she turns around and gets mad at the interviewer because he didn't suck up to her the entire time.
She needs a mood stabilizer? No, she needs to throw her camera away. That would be better for everyone. Her not posting online would be a better day for everybody, I think, personally. I think that's the best solution here.
Trisha responded to this TikTok defending her by saying, "Thank you for this and your support. I really appreciate it. I don't think he was familiar at all with this part of my life like you mentioned. It's a lot of lore to keep up with. I felt very seen by this and validated that you understood almost exactly where I was at."
That's why fans are sometimes even worse than the creators. Imagine fucking being the stupid idiot who validated this moron's thoughts. Imagine being the absolute piece of shit to validate this person more, so they'll be even more unhinged next time.
More than you know. Thank you. In my opinion, the fact that Trisha responded
You're not even a fan, you're an enabler of a mentally ill fucking moron.
so positively to this video defending her is just evidence that she hasn't actually changed as a person. If she had actually changed as a person, then she would take full accountability for her actions. And she would bring up how irrelevant it is to mention things like how she used to be lonely. But that would take actual integrity, and I don't think Trisha cares about integrity integrity. She just cares about being loved. So if she sees that someone is defending her, she's gonna respond positively to it, even if the reasons that person is defending her are stupid. And I find it weird that Trisha is complaining that Rainn Wilson didn't know all of the lore about that part of her life. If he didn't know all the lore of that part of your life, then you would be lucky, because if he did know the lore, then
yeah, it would be significantly worse. Oh no, how come you didn't know the lore about this? Is code for like, oh, why didn't you glaze me, you piece of shit? Ultimately, though, anybody who's equipped to talk to her, I doubt she'd speak to. I imagine that's what he's getting at here. Is like, dude, the more knowledgeable you are about Trisha, the more hostile the interview should be, unless you're like completely morally bankrupt.
he might have directly brought up your history of abuse and anti-Semitism, saying he didn't know.
Could you imagine if fucking Dwight from The Office is like, so I heard you beat your husband. What the fuck was that? What was that about? I watched this podcast called like Feminies or something. I think it's about like, I don't know. You guys were like, this guy like The Color Pink or something is in there, right? And I heard you like beat your husband. What happened?
The lore makes it sound like he's a misogynist who doesn't bother to do his research before talking to women. But maybe he had heard about some of the lore, but he purposefully didn't bring it up.
And you're saying like, well, Ethan enabled Trisha too. And it's like, well, yeah, he paid with like his family. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, the reparations that Ethan had to pay was that like, he doesn't see his brother-in-law anymore. And, and I mean, that's like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
Because he knew bringing it up would make you look terrible. I saw a bunch of comments getting mad at Rainn for pushing Trisha to open up about her past by saying that this is a safe space.
It's online. I think if people know, they know, but it's actually, and a lot of it was.
Can you talk about it here? Is this a safe space?
Like, I mean, it's like, well, Ethan's got to pay a bigger price for this. It's like his kids will never know their cousins. That's a huge price to pay. Yeah. That's crazy.
It is, but I don't know if the internet's a safe space.
And yes, I agree.
I think Ethan's too trusting. Yeah, but Ethan also made like a shitload of money and rebounded when his career was kind of going, not a downward trajectory, but like obviously they weren't really fond of the podcast as much. And it was a huge growth opportunity too. It just didn't work out.
That in some circumstances
that is incredibly sad. Well, that's why I had to say it with like a twang. Otherwise it is kind of just really sad.
Would be manipulative to try to push someone to.
Yeah, unironically, he's paying the generational toll. That's a good way to put it, Doc. He's literally, yeah. I mean, you want to say like, oh, Moses, fuck Moses. Okay, cool, whatever. That just means that like Teddy's not going to meet his cousins. It's crazy.
Open up about their past, but I think it's sometimes okay for an interviewer to push a little bit if someone.
The Vosh twang. Well, this is not about your vote, ma'am. Well, it's not about the right to vote, ma'am.
When they're interviewing is being dodgy about their harmful past. There are a bunch of
Thank
comments
you
like,
for hitting the goal. You guys
were
earned another goal.
The internet may not be such a polite way to set a boundary. This is the exact type of weaponizing therapy speak that pisses me off. Yeah.
Based, bro. Unironically, I think that therapy is the most overpowered glitch in a malicious YouTuber's fucking pocket. Oh, did you commit domestic violence? Did you do an unspeakable act? Anything short of like touching a kid? Well, guess what? Just tell everybody you went to therapy. Nobody's checking your fucking sheet. Nobody knows your 12-step program. You're getting help, and that's all that people need to know. And just go on and do the same bullshit again. All you got to do is say that you're getting help, you went to therapy, you went and talked to somebody, you bought fucking one subscription to BetterHelp, and now you gone on a healing voyage, and you're fine. You can just go back. We lost this round, it's not over yet, get ready for the next one. Unironically, therapy is like the most overpowered glitch in a malicious YouTuber's arsenal.
Yes, people should be able to set boundaries.
And by the way, that's not an attack on therapy, it's an attack on users who weaponize the concept of therapy to get back in the game. And that does happen a lot.
Boundaries if they don't want to talk about their past trauma. But is no one considering that the reason she might be setting this boundary is not because of trauma, but because she doesn't want to talk about her history of anti-Semitism? Like, if Kanye West refused to answer questions about his anti-Semitism because he was going through a really traumatic time while he was being anti-Semitic, would anyone see that as valid? This kind of reminds me of when Jonah Hill said it was against his boundaries for his girlfriend who was a surfing instructor to surf with men. Everyone.
Yeah, I remember that. That was so bizarre. Do you fucking remember that shit? And they're like, dude, he's just fucking exerting his boundary. It's like, all right, I get why Neil McDonough didn't want to kiss women, and that kind of typed him out of like that made him put into villain roles because obviously he's not going to really take part in these love stories. But like, you don't want to surf with men? I don't know.
Should be able to set whatever
That was like a bizarre Jonah Hill one. I don't know.
boundaries they want to set. But some boundaries are reasonable and some boundaries are toxic. And I'm sorry, but I think setting a boundary that you don't want to talk about the fact that you got canceled for beating your boyfriend and being anti-Semitic.
Guys, my boundary is that you literally just can't talk about my domestic abuse. Right? I'm sorry, I just have like one simple boundary. You can't talk about any of my past controversies that I'm objectively wrong for. Okay, so let's just do the show now. Come on.
Semitic is a toxic boundary. If you don't want to talk about your past at all, then leave the interview. But don't sit there and victimize yourself by talking about how traumatic the situation was and how you were so triggered and how
Bo Black's boundary is he just can't mention the past 2 years. Dude, Idubbbz calls up Ethan. He goes, "Listen, buddy, I think we can hash this one out, but I have one boundary. We can't talk about Child Protective Services, Skulls, or Hassan Piker. Let's figure this one out, buddy."
was so damaging for your mental health, while not even talking about the fact that the reason
My boundary is talking about your CPS selling.
you were in the situation in the first place was for being an anti-Semitic abuser.
Like sort of like a cancellation, and I've been through so many, but there was one specific cancellation that like
What
honestly
happened?
it's like traumatic. I've never talked about it. Like it's online. I think if people know, they know, because it is still so fresh.
It's so funny because she's been in so many hyper ridiculous controversies. I legitimately don't know which one this is. Is this like the weird stuff with Shane Dawson and the kid and the 16-year-old kid? Is this the fucking Moses one? Is this all like the Hitler shit? Like, which one is she even talking about?
Right, like it's a few years ago. A lot of it was brought on by me. I would say like 90% of it was definitely brought on by me because I couldn't.
Wait, is she saying 90%? If it's about the domestic violence one, this is crazy.
Handle the triggers that I was able to. There was just a situation I was in that triggered me a lot, and I'm putting it all on me and like not on anyone else. Like it triggered me so much. And
wait, then why did you say not 100? Wouldn't that be 100? That would be 100, right? If you're not putting it on anyone else and all on you, then that would be 100, right?
I thought I was like strong enough to like handle these triggers, but it didn't work.
And you want to know how I know that she doesn't want anyone to know about her past anti-Semitism? Because she falsely copyright claimed my video
What the fuck? No way. Is this? I'm assuming it's from her organization and it's been fucking given out, right?
criticizing her. Thankfully, YouTube denied the
No, that's Blind Sundoll M4. Yeah.
copyright strike.
Oh my god, read this thing. It's like the Dark Viper email. It didn't go through. It's like, I'm the person in the title that's being stated that I am a Nazi.
Claimed my video criticizing her. Thankfully, YouTube denied the copyright strike because they could see that the video was clearly fair use, but Trisha is clearly maliciously weaponizing the copyright system to try to silence criticism against
I mean, that's what happens when you do that. Yeah, you give him like free reign to say it. It's true.
her. If Trisha has truly changed and truly grown from her past actions, would she be trying to falsely copyright claim people to hide from her past? No, in my opinion, she is clearly trying to run from her past, and she is weaponizing therapy speak to avoid having to talk about her past. I think I've ranted about this for long enough now.
I could listen to this for hours, bro. I think Trisha Paytas doesn't get enough hate.
You can see it really gets under my
That's a good title for this. Trisha Paytas doesn't get enough hate.
skin when people weaponize therapy speak and mental health speak to deflect from their actions. Hot take, but to me, it doesn't really seem like Trisha has changed all that much. I think she seems just as manipulative as ever. She's just gotten better at seeming woke because that's what's marketable right now to the young women that she wants.
It's literally just the current grift. It's literally current grift that's still going on. That's all we got out of this so far. Is that Trisha Paytas just hops from trend to trend to trend to trend, and this is what's currently in. If the, what is it called? The Overton window shifts, she'll just move with it, yeah. You should return to commentary and make videos about her. It doesn't really seem like it's worth the pay cut. Oh. Video essays are annoying. They take fucking forever to make. If they don't do well, they kind of bomb, and then you just wasted a month of your life. And then I disappear for like 4 months at a time and don't do anything. This way you get content every single day. You like it, that's fine. If you don't, I'm sorry. I'll try to make them when I have time, but unfortunately, like between like work and streaming, there's not really much time left in the day to do it. Ugh. Why does she look like Katy Perry? I don't know. It's not even fucking like pop. It's not even a good thing to look like. What is this? Whoa.
That young women are more easy to manipulate. Maybe that's why you saw no issue with dating a man who was arrested for taking naked.
Yeah, not to mention you always promoted videos that never came out. Yeah, literally, you get me every single day now.
Pictures. Be that.
What is this? Father accompanies. Okay, we already saw that one. That's the person. All right. That's Trisha Paytas. I don't know. Do I really want to do anything else tonight, or we want to cut it early? I don't know. I have other shit to look at here. Let me see. Close group tab. We could do any number of things. We could do the Linus segment. I pulled this one up, this Alexandra Rodriguez thing, but this is probably like too much thought. I just joined. Sorry, CL. Muda. There's nothing Muda to talk about. There's a Muda video coming out tomorrow on the channel, but I mean, that's not really This is so funny, dude. I saw this yesterday. Flamenco said, why don't you go back to Reddit where you belong? And it's so funny because he literally got exposed for having 30 fucking accounts on the site. That's so fucking funny, dude. Why don't you go back to Reddit where you belong? Fucking has 30 accounts. That's insane. That's crazy.
I just saw Keffel's
Are you aware of
tweet.
Frogan defaults? We covered that,
Nicholas
yeah.
DeOrio.
There's nothing Muda to talk. I mean, dude, at this point, it's just like kind of digging deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay, did he lie about his military service? I don't really know. I'm waiting for him to respond now. There's nothing else Mudahar until he speaks on it. I don't really see a reason to talk about it further. We mentioned it briefly today on Half Baked, and that's good enough for me. I don't know. How many videos am I supposed to stretch out of this shit before he even says anything? Even though I think I've been pretty fair to Muda the entire time, making 3 videos in and of itself is going to get me branded as like a fucking masochist if this guy comes back and comes like, hey, you know, it's been 5 days. Guess what, motherfuckers? And he just pops back. Because I think it's totally possible. I think that Mudahar is like a crazy anxiety-ridden, like, schizoid. So it is possible that he's going to come back with this shit. I mean, it should be extremely easy to prove if he's an engineer or not. But I think it's going to come down to what I said the first day. He'll be like, I was an engineer by job title or something, and I'm like knowledgeable about computers. I kind of overestimated my credentials a little bit, but yeah, that's what he's going to say. It's not going to be anything. Like, he has to respond, right? Mudahar can't come back without responding at this point. At least I don't think he can. It'll just be way too much hate. He let it fester too many days in a row. He has to say something. I don't know. What is this? Apparently they're teasing a new era. What is this?
What is Bunty King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio?
Someone who shouldn't be online is good old days gaming.
Who the fuck is good old days gaming? But thank you. Are they making a new, like, Guitar Hero type game for the people who made the instruments? I guess they couldn't get, like, Red Octane to do it? Or are they Red? I forgot who they are. This is the people who are making the new guitars. Apparently they're making, it looks like they're making a new video game, and they're going to announce it in 2 days. I mean, it's not Guitar Hero, but it seems to probably be aimed to be, like, replacing Guitar Hero. If you guys haven't seen it, we were looking at these things for, like, when they first came out. I think mine just shipped. I'm getting this thing. This thing looks fucking sick, dude. Wired mode. This is, like, the definitive guitar, I think. It has a removable battery pack that you can replace on your own if you don't want to, if your thing ever dies. It's like a no-solder battery replacement. It's wired, wireless, like... I think that there's either no dongle or it's way less shitty. It's got like the Hall effects joystick shit in there too. I'm telling you, right, this is like the guitar. Like the Pro thing, the blue one, the fucking Blueberry. And it's obviously based on the fucking, the Gibson guitar. That's like the one to get. I mean, I hope so. I'll let you know when I get it, but this, wait, is it really being shipped in this box? Crazy. I'll let you know. I think it looks real nice. And I used to use the Guitar Hero 3 guitar a lot, so Wasn't there something that came out recently that you didn't like with the Guitar Hero stuff? I don't know. Man, the one thing I don't like is the buttons. I wish they were just like the straight up Guitar Hero, just the colored front. Are they like that on the black one, or are they the same way? I thought they were gonna be like that. That's the new era shit. Where's the picture of both of them? Oh no, they both look like that. I bought the black one for Xbox and the blue one for PS5. There's a new Harmful Opinions video. I'm not really interested in any more Mudahar. I'm waiting for Mudahar to respond now. I think Mudahar, like, that's the video talking about, like, the military shit. I don't know if I really care about it. But we'll see. Yeah. Pretty cool. I think if Guitar Hero Rock the 80s released right now, people would be happy. It was like the hated one that had no songs on it, right? I think they would be happy with it. I think there's like a real push for rhythm games. Let me check r/YouTube drama, see if there's anything interesting to talk about, and then we're probably gonna get out of here. Because I gotta catch up on some sleep, dude. I'm fucking sleep deprived. French YouTuber accused of ordering assault on Whoa. French YouTuber accused of ordering an assault on investigative creator Punisher. Incident occurred on Sunday, July 27th, 2025. Okay. Freda is already getting swarmed by Metatron fans. I don't know who that is. Anything new about Mr. Beast versus Dogpack? Almost 1 year. Is there anything new? Dogpack's generational fumble has to be studied. Seriously, the guy was on top of the world when he posted his first and second videos, Mr. Beast, then everything started going downhill for the guy. Yeah, but you guys didn't really agree with me at the time. So it's kind of cringy, I'd say. You can only be canceled by your audience. Mr. Beast looked a little bit less favorably. He was a dishonest idiot who wanted to... Imagine these guys could have, like, admitted this when it was happening. That would have been cool, you know? CoffeeZilla posted. Yeah, the Whistle and Diesel video. I might check that out. I'm not a Whistle and Diesel guy, but I've been watching a lot more, like... dude, I really like this shit. I don't know what it is. I've been watching a fuckload of, like, car content, and the car drama is crazy. I don't think I showed this on stream. Mark McCann's video. Dude, you know how, like, dude, on the car YouTube, you can just get away with everything that we hate in commentary. And I actually kind of respect it. I was watching Mark McCann go expose a fucking... Let me see. Watch this. This is, like, the most insane video if you think about it through commentary context. This actually might be a little fun mini segment. I exposed the world's biggest supercar scammer. Is this it? Hold on. This video, like, imagine if a commentary YouTuber made this video on a commentary YouTuber.
Car scammers using websites like Facebook to con tens of thousands of pounds out of people, like you and me.
Got scammed 10,000.
It's quite likely. Like you, I always thought, how do people...
No, I don't think this is it. It's this one. I confronted... Yeah, this is I confronted the scammer that threatened my family. You have to watch this.
Today, I'm going to confront the scammer who threatened me and my family.
Dude, this is insane. I'm sorry. This is crazy. Immediately cuts to, like, his wife and kid in black and white.
Today, I'm going to confront...
Is this real? Yeah, it's 100% real.
Scammer who threatened me and my family.
Is this like the William Osmond video? It's William Osmond if it was justified. And dude, he just drives off and oh my god. He just drives off in a Lambo. That's insane.
I recently attempted to purchase this Porsche GT3 RS, which is located in Texas, USA.
It's got like the Call of Duty mission start HUD screen.
Which is 4,600 miles away from us in the UK. After finding a perfect car.
Dude, he's literally just like, I've got his IP.
600 miles away from us in the UK.
He's gonna airstrike the guy.
Okay. After finding a perfect car, things took a dark turn, resulting in us exposing one of the biggest supercar scams in the entire world. The support for this video has been amazing, and it's resulted in the scammer's entire operation being shut down.
And again, this is a good thing. A car scammer is probably ripping off a lot of people. There's like federal investigations to take down people who do shit like this. So like this is not like it's not your average Saiyan warrior anymore.
But that's not been without some big consequences. Scammers are not people you should mess with. They will do whatever it takes to con people out of their hard-earned money. The scammer we exposed, known as Ken, was one of these.
Dude fucking name drops him.
And after only 2 days of the video going live,
get Nick Andros to find him, yeah.
We received this email. So my problem is, he sent me an email.
Guys, he sent me an email. Dude, he literally puts on sad music, films this in like a somber setting. Get ready.
Which is threatening towards me, Jane, and ridiculously my 5-year-old daughter. Okay. Mark, you must be a foolish person. You don't know what you have started. You live in a bubble. This will be your fall. I promise we will meet soon, face to face, to show you I am not a coward, as you said.
Dude, it's insane!
In the picture.
And then he blurred it, and then he leaves it unblurred here. And he shows the fucking email.
What sort of a
it's real.
Man threatens myself and my family when he himself does nothing but thieve and steal from innocent people? What a man.
I gotta tell you, like, this guy's channel is really good. And this fucking video is insane.
Jay, we have a situation.
Read it, he just read it. Dude, he calls his wife over. Jane, we have a situation. And she's like, wow, this is a crazy email that I am reading for the very first time.
What's this?
It's an email from Fake Ken.
What sort of sick is he?
Dude, based?
What do you think we should do?
Find him.
This is like John Swan calling Chris Hansen.
Oh, is that Ken? Yes. This is Ken, the real Ken. He works in a car dealership.
Dude, pulls out. This guy's a good guy. This is not the guy he's going after.
In a town called Lubbock, in the heart of Texas, over in the US of A. His identity was stolen.
This is the real Ken. Yeah. So essentially what happened is there's a guy scamming, pretending to be that guy. And that guy is like a reputable car dealer. So that's who they think they're interacting with. When in reality, this is just some other dude.
By a scammer who attempted to scam $25,000 off me. We spoke to the real Ken Hoffman in the last video, and he confirmed he was actually the victim of identity fraud. He works helping to sell small family cars.
So that's Ken. We don't need to see the Ken's thing. So he's talking. He's like, yeah, I can help you out here, but we have. So look, they're they're Nick Androsing this guy. They're triangulating his location.
You know, who's internationally or whatnot would even know that there's someone out of business or sold. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know how much press that gets, but.
Finding Fake Ken's location is going to be vital for this investigation, as I am planning to confront him to ask him why he thinks it's acceptable to threaten my family. In last week's video, when we first met Ken, he told us this.
So from what my manager told me,
So yeah, so they're trying to like find him right now, and they're basically, the police are saying there's like really nothing we can do about it.
Serious fight with some teenager in a hood.
Whoa! Jesus. Here.
Okay.
We can.
Obviously, I'm not a hacker. Even with Jordan's best attempts to educate me, I still had no clue. But thankfully, he knows people that do.
If you send me everything you've got on him in an email, I'll see what I can.
So now he brings in like the car equivalent of Zoom. And he gets another email. Prepare to find all of your info on the dark web, dude. This is getting crazy.
And
he just sent him a shitload of pictures of his fucking family.
This video.
This is a scam site.
Sorry to drag you into this. I know you're only trying to help me, but somehow you're now.
Mama Max wanted to be this guy so bad, probably with the car and everything.
It's not your fault, Mark. You're not the criminal here. However, I can turn this into something positive. So he set up a GMX email address and he sent it to my office, so I can now, using the header information, find his IP address.
Dude, they're tracking his IP! This is insane. I'm sorry, bro. You have to watch this video. Unironically, you need to watch this. So now they're trying to fucking find this guy's location using like a scraped IP address to locate him in real life.
give us some more info to help us find him.
I found the car.
And by the way, the car YouTube can do anything. These guys literally get fucking speeding tickets and use it for content. They're like trying to like talk to the police officers and film it and doing donuts in public areas and driving like bajillion miles per hour over. Like it's just totally above board. Like nobody cares.
I was in Georgia at the time, sent a couple of email inquiries. Guy came back, can you send me some more photographs of the car? And some photographs came back, but it was the photographs of the car when the car had been sold at auction sometime earlier.
So far, this story is exactly
look at this.
Ironic that the man who's stealing family.
You do read my emails. All right, so that monetization from YouTube is more important than the safety of your family. Money is the root of evil, is what they said. Too bad your family will suffer the most and not you, even though they're not to blame, but it's easy to see what kind of man you are. It's your ego that will get the better of you. No one will be able to protect you, unfortunately, and you won't even see it coming until it's too late.
To protect me from what's coming until it's too late. What kind of man gets a facelift?
That's a fair point.
Honestly. And it also shows that he thinks I'm young and I've had a facelift, which is probably a positive thing.
That's not what he means.
Ian, he says, is a down-to-earth person compared to you. Your pride
will be the beginning of the end. Like, it's crazy. Why would you pick a fight with a fucking, like, multi-millionaire? With, like, unlimited resources. This guy buys fucking cars on, like, auction apps. And not, like, cars. Like, fucking Lamborghinis on auction apps.
Because the NCSC works.
Like, sight unseen Lamborghinis. This guy's coming for you, bro.
Interestingly, it's from his original email address. Why are you doing so?
I'm writing you this email the morning after a night of party, cocaine, and alcohol. I just came and I'm a bit dizzy. I don't know if you believe me, but it's the truth. I've been thinking about you as well, and I know you've been thinking about me. What I want is to try to be real, some facts. You think it's someone plans to steal hundreds, if not millions, will take any precautions? If you ever think that from some emails, you can track someone, you're naive. I wouldn't be sending you this email if I knew there wasn't a slight chance to find something out. Anyway, as I said earlier, I don't want to believe that these are threats in vain. I will let the facts speak for themselves. The only chance to stop it would be delete the video so everyone can go their separate ways. So he's obviously worried about the video. I think, is this the one? Oh, no, this doesn't actually get resolved. A lot of these scammer type videos do get resolved. And they're like, we were talking with the FBI. We got it. I've been watching, who recently? It's been, like when these guys get scammed, they go fucking crazy, dude. Recently, who's the watch guy? Watch. Fucking. Please, God. Who's the guy? The fuck. I can't remember his name. He literally does all these videos with Matt Armstrong. And he's like the fucking Irish guy. Oh, shit. Someone has to know this. Not that guy, not that guy, not that guy. Does Donut operate? Or if Donut is a different guy than Donut Operator, never mind. Nico Leonard just posted a new video today where he like challenged a guy to show up in real life and argue with him. Dude, the blood sports and the fucking exotic car communities and watch communities, nuts, dude. Nico Leonard on his second channel put, I confronted the scammer that sold me a broken Lamborghini. And he's like, oi, mate.
Suspension, gearbox problem.
So he got sold basically a lemon car that wasn't fixed.
The guy, Keemstar Orbiter.
And he bought it
Nick
sight
DeOrio.
unseen. He
Mr.
bought a fucking sight unseen yellow Lamborghini. I'm not even, these guys are all nuts. But, so he buys this sight unseen yellow Lamborghini. And, fucking the car is like a lemon. He's trying to get it back, so he just tells the guy, he goes, it would look really good. Yeah. Phil, Nico here. Today I have to pick up the SV after all the problems, so I guess Lamborghini fixed it for him. I want to suggest we meet up and talk things through. It would definitely look good on you if you accept my invite. I suggest between 7 and 9 p.m. tomorrow at Caffeine and Machine, which is, I guess, your local. Hope to hear from you soon, Nico.
Gonna accept my invite later in the video.
Now all we can do, I guess, is wait.
Well, I waited, however. I took the car to see Matt so he could give me his opinion about the car. What is your thoughts?
Good. This is how you should have bought it.
Yeah, I know. That's how it should have been. These stickers weren't...
You'll get like a lot of stuff from like Vin Wiki too, where the guy talks about like the story of how he like he saw like a Lamborghini in public and he's like, oh fuck, well there's not like a lot of these out here, I wonder who this guy is. And he ends up finding out this is like a scratched off VIN number stolen car, loops it back to a guy who I guess had 2 stolen Lamborghinis in his place. He like inquired to buy them, gave the information to the police, and they busted him for drugs because apparently there was more drugs in there than cars that they had stolen. So the guy went to jail. Like, there's a lot of crazy shit that happens in these communities. Nico Leonard, he like fought with Ferrari as well. That's like a stupid thing to do. His channel is kind of new though. He's only been doing this for like a year. He's predominantly a watch YouTuber. VinWiki has cool story. VinWiki is great. Yeah, 100%. Yellow Lambo was a lemon. Ironic. No, it was an Aventador. I exposed the supercar.
For making this video, I'm putting myself and my family in a very dangerous situation.
Dude, I love the drama angles of like, I got scammed buying a car sight unseen.
Today, I'm gonna expose the supercar dealer that scammed me out of 270,000.
Fake and stage. It's not fake. It's absolutely not fake. Some of it's like staged for sure. Like, this is obviously him recording a thing and looking at a thing, but the car is fucked. It literally is fucked.
Pounds. 7 months ago, I bought a Lamborghini Aventador SV blind, which when I saw it for the first time, I was...
Like, they literally walk over to his car and he writes it off saying, this thing looks like the paint is completely fucked in the front. Like, what happened to this? It's obviously not, like, mint.
Blown away by, and not for the right reasons. The paint was different colors, the engine light came on with him.
He gets in the... Dude, imagine getting in the car of your fucking supposedly, like, working car and immediately check engine light is the first thing you see. I would, like, lose my shit. Is this the one where he's like super excited, sits in the car, immediate check engine light on?
It is the solution, right? But we're gonna hopefully sort that out later. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Please stop bullying me, chat. Rough stuff. I feel like big money involves big problems. Yeah, again, you should never buy a car fucking sight unseen. That's your own fault. But in his defense, he did buy a Ferrari from the distributor and then actually just got a complete fucking... like a shit Ferrari. He has 2... yeah, this is the video I recommend from VinWiki. We're not going to watch it here, but it's an 18-minute video called "We Found 2 Stolen Lamborghinis and the Thieves Got Away with It." Essentially, he gave the guy the wrong address, the police officers, and they went off of his information. So the guy supposedly got off for this that he got. That's funny.